welcome
to Sort of the Story.
I'm Janey.
And I'm Max.
And this is the podcast where we tell each other stories like fairy tales and folk tales and mythology.
And also,
you are here. Welcome.
Hi, guys.
Oh my god. This isn't for children. I'm going to curse so much today.
Mm-hmm. If you're a child, you're going to get cursed.
You're going to... Okay, children, you have to leave before the cursing starts. You're too young for this. We are recording on a weeknight.
Yes.
Which we rarely ever do.
Yes.
But we were supposed to record on Saturday, and I had the migraine of my life.
Yeah.
It fucking knocked me out.
Yeah. Kind of literally.
It actually did. I had to sleep all day.
Yeah.
Which you know I love.
Yeah.
You know, that's my favorite thing, wasting an entire Saturday.
Oh my god. You're describing that like it's a bad thing. That is literally the dream for me.
It's the opposite of this. That was literally my nightmare. I had a hard time. So anyway, now we're doing it on a Monday.
On a Monday night.
How is your...
TGIM, baby.
No.
No.
How was your day, Max? Give him one thing that happened today.
I spilled some soup on the floor and it made a smiley face shape.
Wow.
Yeah.
Auspicious.
I know.
Cool.
But then I had to clean it up, so like not that auspicious.
So you're the one who erases joy at your work. Ooh.
How about you? What's one thing that happened to you today?
I'm trying to think of one thing that's not a bummer to keep the mood light.
Gotta keep it funky, peppy, spurpy.
Oh, hold on. Last week, Max.
Yeah.
Last Friday, people came to my work and gave me a giant check.
Yeah.
they gave me a giant check like I was in the Publishers Clearinghouse, and then they like took a bunch of pictures and gave me a cookie cake that said Teacher of the Year, because I'm not Teacher of the Year. They were delivering a grant that I apply to every year. This year they were like, we're going to actually make it a publicity stunt.
Hell yeah.
So I basically am Teacher of the Year. That's a position. You can't just give that out.
Mm.
I think it's a paid position.
You're Teacher of the Year in my book.
Hey, thank you so much.
Anytime. Hey, Lauren, go fuck yourself.
Oh, shit. She's never coming on the podcast again.
Also, it's crazy that it's been only 9 days. I went to New York City and saw Brennan Lee Mulligan at Madison Square Garden.
Max, how was it?
It was so good. It was the best.
Wild.
I had the best time.
That is D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wild that they sold out Madison Square Garden.
I know.
You guys, you know me. I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons hater.
Yes.
They sold out Madison Square Garden. That genuinely blows my mind.
Yeah.
I'm a hater, and I think that's very cool.
Yeah. It was so fucking cool.
If you want to impress me, sell out Madison Square Garden. Fucking try it.
Listen, I'm not going to say it again because I'm getting annoying about it, but fucking New York City, baby, the comeback. The hometown hero back. Madison Square Garden sold out show.
Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Brennan Lee Mulligan. I'm so proud of all of them. And especially Brennan.
You have enough friends, so you can stop. You don't need any more best friends. Okay? That's it.
All right.
I'm not jealous. I'm just saying that for any other friends.
Okay, well, sell out Madison Square Garden and then maybe I'll get impressed.
Oh my god. Hey guys, unrelated. If you want to come to my one-woman show where I hold up a mirror and cry into it for a long time, it'll be at Madison Square Garden 2026.
Tickets are 50 cents.
Oh my god, I think I could sell out Madison. No, even if I was giving away tickets, I don't think that people would see that show.
You got to make it 50 cents because then they've invested.
Hey, Max,
they've bought in.
Instead of 50 cents, why don't we make it $7?
Why would we do that?
Maybe they want to give us $7. How can they do that? Do you like that flawless transition?
Wait, I don't get it.
Tell them on our Patreon. I'm throwing crumbs at Max.
Thanks. Yeah, if you want to give us 50 cents or $7.
It has to be $7. We don't have a 50-cent option.
If you want to give us 50 cents, come find us and have 2 quarters on hand.
Good Lord, don't tell them to come find us.
Come find us, 2 quarters, put them on our eyeballs.
No. Oh my god. It's getting worse.
Lay us to rest.
What's happening? Two. I do not invite this negative energy into my life.
If you would like to join us on Patreon for $7 a month, you get access to a full-length bonus episode, which is just a regular episode of the podcast, but a bonuser.
It's pretty bonus.
Pretty bonus. And then for less money than that, $3 even, you can join us on Discord, where we hang out with all of our pals. And it's really fun.
Good job.
And that's all on Patreon. And you can find that link in the show notes for this episode and every episode. And if you have questions about the Patreon or the Discord or anything at all, you can send us an email, sortofthestory@gmail.com, or you can reach us via our website.
You can reach our fiance at Madison Square Garden.
Janey, he's married. Stop it. You can reach us via our website.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm so sorry.
Listen.
The look you just gave me. I'm so offended.
Listen.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this in front of them, but I've had a really long fucking day. We can just get this over with, please. I don't need this right now.
You did such a good job. I wish you had told them about the website, but I'll do it since you can't. It's www.sortofthestory.com.
And don't forget to type in the www and dot, because if you don't, then it won't know that you're on the web.
That's true. Who knows where you'll go? Or when. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, Max.
Or who?
Who knows who you'll go? I had a stroke.
Or how?
Okay, so it's 8:08. Do you think we can get this done in an hour and a half?
No. It's Bob o'clock, though. It's 8:08. It's Bob o'clock.
Oh my god, I thought you had lost it. I was like, is this some sort of inside joke I'm not aware of?
It's Bob o'clock, Janey.
All right, well, it's Bob o'clock somewhere, and that somewhere is here. Let's get started with the podcast.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm going to press pause for like 1 second. You barely will even notice it, and you're going to be like, Janey, why'd you freak out so much? And it's because I have anxiety. Okay, bye. Okay, Max.
Okay, Janey.
Max, okay. Today I have a story from Her Stories, African American Folk Tales, Fairy Tales, and True Tales, told by Virginia Hamilton and illustrated by Leo and Diane Dillon. I used this book for the bonus episode as well, because I love it.
Boners.
For the boner episode, I used this book. It's a fantastic resource. I don't know why I said it like that.
It is fantastic.
It really is.
Very true.
In the bonus episode, I talked about how this is such a phenomenal book, and I was like, I can't remember why I can't figure out why I haven't used it before in the podcast. I've had it for a while. And then as I was going through it, I realized it's because all the stories are super short. And that's the reason why, like, I read them a while back and I really enjoyed them. And I think everyone should get it. But for the podcast, they're kind of short. So this is going to be the last story that I tell from here. But it's a really fucking fun one.
Hell yeah.
These are collections of stories that were mainly told by, like, passed along, like, orally from enslaved people and throughout the generations. And so Virginia Hamilton mainly collected these from the American South and, like, just basically anywhere that enslaved people were. She would kind of travel there and collect stories, and she put them in here. And they're all women-based, and the illustrations are fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And if you want more information on that, go listen to the bonus episode.
Yeah.
Bonus 24. Okay. Max.
Janey.
Just since I'm not going to tell this story,
okay,
I need to show you a picture. There's a story in this book that I can't tell because it's too short and it doesn't really make sense to tell as a podcast. So it's called Macy and the Boo Hag.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so good. It's like a little girl who's being held by her hair by this, like, witch who has, like, snakes for hair. She's the color of the Statue of Liberty, like oxidized copper, kind of. Mm-hmm. Deeply, deeply scary.
Yeah, it's so fucking scary. It's this little girl being ridden like a broom by a boo hag.
Yeah.
And it's
a gridden.
Yeah. And it's a first-hand account of a woman who was ridden by a boo hag when she was a little girl and how her mom stopped it. And now she's an old lady and she's like, I'm really afraid that she's coming back and I'm too old to fight her off.
Ah.
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
Ah.
This is one of the only actual stories of a boo hag I've ever seen. Anyway, sorry. That's my pitch for everyone to go read this book. It's so good. And the illustrations are so fantastic.
Hell yes.
Okay, but that's not the story we're going to talk about today. The story I'm going to tell you today is called Annie Christmas.
any Christmas at all.
Have you ever heard of Annie Christmas?
I saw it in the source notes when I put my notes in.
Oh, so the answer is yes. All right. Well, I'm going to begin with the first line of the story, as I usually do.
Is this a Christmas story?
It's not. That's just her name.
Okay.
People can be... It's like, I knew a girl named Taylor Disney, you know? She was just fine.
I had a music teacher named Miss Easter.
Oh. I had a substitute named Miss Breakfast. And there was another substitute named Mr. Bacon.
Oh. I had Miss Brockington and Miss Wiss, who was her TA.
Yeah.
And I called them Miss Broccoli and Miss Swiss.
Nice. I'm just remembering it wasn't Mr. Bacon, it was Mr. Bagel.
Bagel.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Breakfast bagel. Okay, the first line of the story. Quote, Black folks tell about Annie Christmas, and so do white folks. Every kind of folk claim her as their own, and there are good reasons why, but let me tell you. Who am I? I'm the kind of grandma that lives to spin a good yarn. End quote.
Nice.
Grandma.
You really are.
I am. I kind of am. Grandma is spelled with a W at the end. Grandma. Yeah. So this is our narrator. Okay, our narrator is a grandma telling a story. And this is her description of Annie Christmas. Quote, Annie Christmas was coal black and tree tall. She stood 7 feet barefoot, and she weighed 299 pounds. She would tell you she was the biggest woman in the state of Louisiana, the strongest that ever lived in New Orleans town. She was a keelboat operator up and down the Mississippi, and she knew New Orleans town like the back of her hand. She dressed like a man in harsh men's clothes. She had a mustache, too. She could make fists hard, and she would fight boatmen by the dozen and beat them down every time. End quote.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love her.
My favorite description of any person ever in any of the fairy tales.
Mm-hmm.
Just 7 feet tall, 300 pounds, beating the shit out of men, has a mustache. Good for you, Annie Christmas. Okay, so basically she was the perfect woman. Annie Christmas was tough as shit and everyone knew it, and the men overall were terrified of her and steered clear and were respectful. Legend said that she had 12 sons, and each of them were born one day after the other for 12 days straight. But the narrator said, quote, I don't know about that. End quote.
Yeah.
That sounds far-fetched.
Not so sure about that.
But, Max.
Yes.
Just because Annie Christmas was tough and dressed in men's clothes and beat the snot out of any man who was stupid enough to challenge her doesn't mean that she wasn't a lady. But you're sitting there thinking that she wasn't a hot lady. She was a hot lady.
That was the opposite of what I was thinking.
Very specifically a hot lady. Okay, so this story that I'm telling you today is about the time that she decided to get all dressed up like a fine lady to go out with her girlfriends, because she also had a ton of girlfriends that she hung out with constantly.
Happy Galentine's Day.
Happy Galentine's Day, indeed. Is this coming out ever? It's coming out on the 13th. This is coming out on
Galentine's Day.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's what she looked like. Quote, she shaved that mustache real close so it wasn't there. She piled her raven hair up and stuck peacock feathers in it. She sashayed around in this shiny purple outfit. Then, she and a bunch of her girlfriends decided to go on a girls' trip in Annie Christmas's keelboat in, quote, that old evil Mississippi River. Before I tell you about why it's so evil, because it's evil.
Too many I's, too many S's, too many sippies.
Here's a picture of Annie Christmas and all her girlfriends.
Oh, beautiful. Oh my God. She's gorgeous. She's this like very, very tall Black woman with like super dark, like glowing skin.
Yeah.
She has like her hair in like a combed afro kind of.
Yeah.
With peacock feathers sticking out of it. And then she has like a high necked balloon sleeved purple dress and heels, and she is just absolutely beautiful.
Strong. Like everything about her is just facing directly at the viewer. Oh, it's so good.
And then she's with a bunch of other women who are all also dressed beautifully. They're all kind of matching though. She's not matching.
No.
They look like they're from like the 1910s.
Yeah.
And she looks like she's from the 1980s. It's great.
Yeah, that purple really does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I think they did a fucking Again, I said this before. I think they did a fucking phenomenal job with the illustrations in this book. Leo and Diane Dillon killed it. But very specifically, you're going to find out that how dark her skin is really important to how people view this character. And I think they did a great job of doing that.
Yeah. That is a woman who I feel like is best described as, like, striking.
She is. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. So all those really hot women who go out on Annie Christmas's keel boat just to have a girls' trip. Okay.
Love that.
And then they say that they're on that all evil Mississippi River. And why did they call it evil? Quote, they say that big flowing fury and the devil is stepbrothers. Can't stop warring each other, but I don't know. The narrator's just telling us what she's heard, okay? She didn't make this up.
I love, that's like when you're giving your friend advice and you're like, or not, I don't know. Just so you can't be blamed if they make a bad decision.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to be the one that's like,
but I don't know.
This isn't my story. Here's the thing, though. I like to think of them having their, like, girls' trip and being super great. Every time the boat moored at a landing, a man was waiting there to take one of Annie's girlfriends out on a date. I know. The narrator says, quote, in my day, we called them boys dandies, all fussy and overstuffed in their shirts and scarlet bow ties. Okay, Grandma. Calm down. So, the girlfriends would hop out of the boat and they'd wave and they'd say, so long, Annie. And then the boat would take off again and she would wave and be like, have a good time. Enjoy your date. Annie actually wasn't bothered by this, so, like, it's fine. But eventually, when the boat reached a landing downriver, Annie was all alone. All her girlfriends had ditched her to go on their dates, which is not cool.
Sucks.
Not cool, ladies.
Especially, I mean, on Galentine's Day.
It's Galentine's Day. You're gonna ditch Annie Christmas?
How dare you?
Your tallest mustachioed girlfriend. Anyway, Annie didn't seem to mind. She kind of liked being alone because she's independent and cool. She ditched her keel boat for a paddle boat that was heading for New Orleans, which when I think of paddle boat, I think of the little one-person paddle boat that you pedal. I think that's a pedal boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that. It's a boat.
Yeah.
It was a fine old boat, and she was perfectly fine as a passenger. She loved the breeze on her face. It was cooling her down. And the narrator says, that was Annie too, able to enjoy the simple things. The captain of this paddle boat was as mean as they came, Max. He was grumpy and hostile and rude.
Say that less turned on.
Okay, I have to tell you the story doesn't end well.
Okay.
Just everybody put your expectations down low, but up until then, we're going to have a great time. Okay. And the weather started to turn, and it was like matching his mood. Quote, and as the day wore on, Annie got sassy. Annoyed by this man's attitude and the weather turning, she muttered, both of you better keep out of my way. She's like, you better not mess with me, and the fucking sky better not mess with me. Nobody better mess with Annie. The man knew who she was and kept away from her, definitely afraid that he'd be too grumpy and she'd kick his ass in front of his whole crew.
Yeah.
Quote, everybody up and down the Devil River knew Annie. Evening came, and then night. The river started to boil and rage, and the sky suddenly grew really fast and dark. Quote, the Mississippi rolled over on its back and kicked and punched the devil. And then the boat hit a sandbar. Annie moved just behind the captain as he was, like, trying to, like, struggle his boat out of the sandbar. She didn't say anything. She was just like, I'll just be here. If you need me.
Damn, Annie.
I'm nearby for whenever you want to ask for my help, but it's not my boat, not my pig, not my farm. I'll just be right here next to you, staring at your steering wheel, wondering why you're doing it like that. So she was basically like, this is his boat. It's fine. She's like, this is his... Stop. She's like, this is his boat. It's fine. He's doing a terrible job not hitting sandbars, but, like... whatever. At this point, the captain began to shout and rage at his crew. He swung the boat back hard, but then he hit another sandbar, which is embarrassing. Now he was hollering and cursing at his crew, and honestly, he was being kind of a lot, and Annie was getting a little annoyed at him. She's like, calm down. This is literally your fault. But still, quote, Annie did admire a strong, bad man. It's like, all right.
Same.
Relatable queen.
All right.
Something kind of came over her as she watched him screaming and spitting and steering his goddamn boat into sandbar after sandbar.
Just ping-ponging down the Mississippi.
At this point, I imagine that Dreamweaver by Gary Wright started playing over all this chaos. Oh, Dreamweaver. And he's like, fucking shit. God damn it. Everything became all rosy and soft. Sea is like spraying in everybody's fucking faces, and they're all like, we're gonna die. Say goodbye to your god. And she's just like, this is hot. Never seen anybody so
And she's
hot.
right.
She might be hot. She might be right.
She might be hot.
She might be hot. She's hot.
She's hot.
She was suddenly, completely, irrevocably in love with him.
Ugh.
So she did something that I'm gonna say is questionable.
Okay.
She smiled really sweet. She went up to him in the middle of everything that's happening. And she said, give me a hug. The narrator says, quote, couldn't stop herself, poor thing. Which, like, Annie, come on. It's not time for hugging. It's time for getting our boat out of sandbars. Why are there so many sandbars?
Well, he's not very good at getting his boat out of sandbars. So since he's not helping,
He might as well be hugging.
yeah.
So the captain looked at her like she'd lost her goddamn mind, and he said, quote, get out of here, you crazy woman. I'm sick of you. You are some giant bad luck, too. Get off my boat now.
What?
Which is rude.
It's not her fault that you're bad at driving a boat, which is your job.
That's your whole job. Why
Literally
are you so
your job.
bad at it? Was your first day driving a boat? This fucking pissed her off. Just like that, she was out of love, and she was also devastated. She said, I hope some big trouble gets you. You better watch out this night, your crew too, for all that's bad is right with you. She's like, it's not my fault.
Yeah, it isn't her fault.
No. Then she got back on her own boat, which I'm like, wait, where was your boat? Did you bring it with you?
She's just towing it along behind them.
It was like a little tugboat.
Aw.
I don't know. Either they were nearby or like her boat was attached to their boat. I have no idea. And then she left them to their storm, right? But Annie was really, really sad. She like couldn't get over this. Quote, they say Annie couldn't get over the captain whom she'd cared about for a minute.
Aw. Also same.
All right. I have a hangnail. Hold on. Don't look at me as I bite off a hangnail. Okay.
Closer now.
Only if you eat it.
I don't think that's true. I did job training with this one guy who was so hot, and then I never saw him again.
Mm-hmm. You would eat his hangnail?
No.
Oh, sorry.
We're cutting that.
Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, and that was like 13 years ago.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. He had eyelashes like moths. So yeah, I get it.
I dated one of the meanest people I've ever met.
You've dated several of the meanest people you've ever met.
I exclusively date people who are mean to me. I don't know why I do that. I get it, Annie Christmas. All right, so I have to give a trigger warning here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really sorry, and I could feel everyone being mad at me, okay? I didn't make this up. This is actually kind of important to the legend. This is a trigger warning for suicide. Okay. She survived that storm, but one day soon after, she got dressed up in her prettiest satin dress, she went out on the river, and she jumped overboard. And she was never seen again.
Aw.
Which isn't true, actually. She jumped overboard.
Spoilers.
I know, I'm sorry. The narrator says, quote, poor thing drowned like a rat.
Rats are really good at swimming.
Yeah, but this one drowned.
Oh.
Poor thing.
Drowned like a rat that didn't know how to swim.
Drowned like a rat that isn't good at swimming. The captain was also never seen again, of course, and neither was anyone in his crew.
Did she murder him?
Don't ask stupid questions that are none of your business. It's called catharsis. Look it up. But legend says that he haunts the Mississippi River. You can hear him cursing the weather, the sky, and the river on rainy nights. Still grumpy. Still rude.
That just sounds like other boat captains who are also having a bad time.
No, it's this ghost.
Wow, I was out in the storm and then suddenly I was possessed by the ghost of someone who was driving a boat and really mad about it.
It wasn't, okay, so I ran into a sandbar, but actually I was possessed by that guy who runs into sandbars. Don't worry about it. As for poor Annie, the story goes that her sons found her washed ashore. They wrapped her in an ebony shroud and put her in a coal-black coffin. A hearse drawn by black horses carried her to the wharf. Everyone in New Orleans came to see that hearse, with 6 sons on each side. Quote, they were splendid in black spats and black top hats too, each of them 7 feet tall. Every keelboat man on the river was there to pay their respect, and all of her girlfriends were there, and all of the men that she'd ever beaten hand wrestling and fist fighting, they were all there to honor Annie Christmas.
Oh, wouldn't you feel so bad forever if you were one of her girlfriends that ditched her to go on a date?
And they should feel bad, even though, again, it feels like she was kind of in on it. She was like, yeah, I'll drop you guys off at your dates. Before then, we'll drink. We'll, like, pregame your dates. I don't know. That night, there was no moon in the sky. It was pitch black. The coffin was placed on a black barge. Her sons climbed aboard and floated the coffin out to the clear sea. Quote, all of it, Annie in her coffin, the sons in their black splendor, and the barge too, vanished from sight and were forever gone. End quote. Yeah, this is the legend of Annie Christmas. The last lines of the story are this. Now, you can believe this or not. No. Quote.
No, you have to believe this. Now, believe this or else.
The story is like written in a cadence that is not natural to me. Quote, now you can believe this last or not, but this is what the black folks say. Annie Christmas is still on the big river around New Orleans town. The black barge comes out of the mist. Her 12 sons stand straight and still, 6 on each side of the coffin. And there's Annie, sitting on her own wood grave, singing a river tune to the thundering sky. End quote.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. So Annie Christmas is a real legendary figure. She's likened a lot to John Henry, who is another like larger than life like black folk hero. She's the exact same, basically. Yeah. In fact, she is very similar. There are many tales told about Annie Christmas, especially in southern Louisiana. In some tales, she's Irish, and in some, she's African. The most popular and prevailing stories have her as a very large black woman, which means, quote, she's one of the very few original modern model heroines or prototypes in African-American folklore who is black and female, end quote.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. An American journalist named Herbert Asbury published a book in 1936 that he called The Gangs of New Orleans, in which he states Annie Christmas was originally a white New Orleans woman and a white folk hero. He says she became a sort of demigod for black people, and they started to present her as black. He wrote, quote, in the white version of the Annie Christmas saga, she was murdered in a New Orleans gambling house, but Negro tradition permits no such commonplace end. The Negroes have it that she killed herself for love, end quote. Which is why the suicide tradition, because this is part of her legend, of her killing herself at the very end, right?
Yeah.
But I do like the idea that they were like, she wouldn't have died in a gambling house. That wasn't Annie Christmas. She died because she was sad.
Yeah.
About love.
The only person who gets to kill Annie Christmas is Annie Christmas.
That's kind of what it seems like. They're like, absolutely not. I just really love, there's like something very strange about like, they're not going to have that. She wasn't a gambler. So she like just drowned in the sea on purpose. I don't know. It's very strange. Okay, so there is a lot of speculation that she could have actually existed. We don't really know. It's the same sort of speculations that we get about John Henry, where people say that he was a real person who became a legend. There are detailed accounts of her life that seem too specific to be made up. Quote, yet the drama in the vision of her 12 tall sons dressed in black, the hearse, the black coffin, and Black Annie in it, the black barge, all vanishing in the blackest night, is an elaborate fiction drawn with loving, fearsome care. End quote. And Virginia Hamilton concedes that it's definitely possible that Annie Christmas was originally a story about a white woman. She's like, that's kind of thought to be maybe that's where it originated. Quote, but tales about Black Annie have been around for longer than anyone can remember. It's more likely that they will continue to be told and added to. End quote.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Annie Christmas. I tried to look up more stories about her, and I didn't really find a whole lot. This seems like the sort of, because there's like a couple children's books that have Annie Christmas in it. Mm-hmm. This seems more like an oral tradition.
Yeah.
Even today. Like it seems like a very prevalent oral tradition, mostly around New Orleans.
Yeah, we have a lot of those like the New American folk tales and everything like that have the like larger, like Storm Along.
Yeah.
Like all of those that have figures that maybe are based on actual people, but have kind of transcended that.
Yeah, she reminds me a lot of Storm Along.
Yeah.
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 I just really love the description of 7 feet tall, 299 pounds, a mustache, the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. She's gorgeous. She's fist fighting men on a barge.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. She's falling in love with rude, bad men. Mm-hmm. Me too, Annie Christmas.
Me too, Annie Christmas.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to take a little break?
Let's take a little break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay, Janey.
Okay, Max.
The story that I have for you today is from a book.
That's great. Great news. For a while, we were all thinking Max can't read.
I can't, but I do own several books.
Smart.
This book is called Wonder Tales, edited and with an introduction by Marina Warner, also including illustrations. She didn't credit the illustrator on the cover, which I didn't like, including illustrations from Sophie Herxheimer.
You know, sometimes illustrators don't want the credit on the cover.
Yeah, but
sometimes it's like up to the illustrator. Like I know in the book, the Ask Baba Yaga book, Brenna Thumler did the illustrations, but I had to search and search for that. And when I reached out and I asked her, like, hey, why didn't, just as somebody who also, you know, is in school for illustration, all that stuff, why isn't your name like more in here and you're not like advertising it? And she was like, she's like, I got that job when I was working at a publishing company. So they were just giving me illustration jobs and I was just doing them. She's like, that's not my style. It's not particularly something that I'm like, oh, that's something that's like great for my portfolio. She's like, it's something I'm proud of, but it's not like my stuff. So it was just like another job for me. And I was like, wow. Anyway, I'm not saying that that's this one too, but like I actually was very concerned about that before, and it turns out sometimes it's just a job.
Fair enough. But this collection is called Wonder Tales, edited with an introduction by Marina Warner. The story that I'm going to tell is translated by A.S. Biat. I got this book secondhand at the Strand bookstore in New York City when I went up to see them Intrepid Heroes.
You have to actually say the name. Not everybody knows.
When I went to go see D20 Live at Madison Square Garden a week ago.
This is a beautiful little book.
Yes, it's very cute. The cover is all little illustrations of a bunch of the stories that are in the book. There's like a woman in a bear skin. A bunch of little gnomes and creatures and
fantastic
beasties.
Little cat. Yeah, guys, this is a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah. We'll post a picture of the book so you can see it.
Yes. But this is a collection of French stories of enchantment. 6 of them, to be exact. And the story that I'm going to tell is The Great Green Worm.
Oh, good. Okay. Excellent. Tell me a tale.
Okay. This story is also called The Green Serpent, or a couple of other things. There are a couple of different translations. The one that I'm telling today is the A.S. Biat version.
The long green noodle, perhaps. The avocado tube. Is that one of the names?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I thought I had guessed it.
But this story is originally by Marie-Catherine D'Aulnoy, who is the same one who did The White Cat. This story itself was originally published in a frame story, Dame Fernande de Tolède in Contes Nouvelles in 1698. Also, though, this is a story that was part of a frame story. It was like, in the frame story, someone told this story.
Yeah.
And then in this story, someone's telling a story at one point. And then in that story, someone starts telling a story.
All right.
And if I think about it too hard, it makes me want to throw up.
All right.
I'm getting, frame story vertigo. And this is a little bit of a long voice. We're going to do our goddamn best.
Okay.
The Great Green Worm. Pretty good. There's a queen, and she gives birth to 2 beautiful daughters. They are twins. As is the custom, she invites 12 fairies, to come and bless her children. She throws a huge feast just for the fairies to come and meet her babies, and if they wanted to, bestow gifts on her or whatever.
Yeah.
They have a huge feast laid out, all of the most sumptuous food and everything. These 2 little girls, like in their little matched cribs, both of them like rosy-cheeked, healthy, the most beautiful little babies you ever saw. And everyone's sort of coming into the feast, and all of the fairies are congratulating the queen and everything. And then the door bangs open.
Oh, no. Who could have predicted this?
Who could have predicted? And the 13th fairy enters. She is the oldest of the fairies. Yeah. She is smaller and crookeder and eviler than all of the fairies. And her name is Magatine.
Magatine! Magatine and Grumadon sitting in a tree!
Magatine, the wicked fairy.
Fucking hell yes, Magatine.
Was not invited.
Why? Magatine seems great.
She bursts in and what?
Magatine.
Oof. No, it's Magatine like maggots.
I know.
Just so you know that's
well,
that's the intention.
I've got a comparable evil thing in my head. Now I hate her.
She's honestly kind of a mood. I'll be honest with you.
I love her.
Magatine. She comes in, she bangs through the door, and she's like, hello! This looks like a nice party. Sure glad someone thought to invite me. And the queen is like, oh, great fairy, I'm so sorry. I should have thought to invite you, but we had just had the babies, and I'm not myself, and I'm all scatterbrained. You're obviously welcome. I'm sorry, your invitation must have gotten lost or whatever.
That's an unlikely story.
And Magatine is like, sure. And the queen's like, come on, come inside. I'll get you a seat. And she pulls up this like beautiful green velvet chair with all of these like sapphires embroidered into it and everything. And she puts it at the head of the table, and she's like, great fairy, please have this seat of honor. You truly are like the most honored of our guests, the eldest. So grateful that you're here.
So something that people should be doing after a couple of these fairy tales, they should understand what they should always do is always have a seat at the table, a seat of honor that's left empty. And so when somebody inevitably bursts through and is like, you didn't invite fucking Pussface, the goblin, the best one. The second that happens, everyone can be like, oh, finally, you're here. We thought you wouldn't make it your seat. Like, just have something ready just in case.
Okay, but what if Pussface comes in, takes the seat of honor, and then Magatine comes in?
Well, then they have to fucking fight. Then honestly, it is on you. You forgot to invite so many gross dudes.
So the queen brings this beautiful, sumptuous chair to the head of the table, and she, like, bows and just gushes all over. Magatine is like, please sit. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. Please sit. And Magatine looks at the chair, and she's like, I'm a grown woman. I can eat standing up. And she stands at the head of the table, and it is immediately obvious that she is not tall enough to do that. She is very small and crooked and old, and she can just barely see over the edge of the table.
Is everyone else standing?
No, everyone else is sitting.
Okay,
They're all being normal.
Fucking babies.
But she's like, I don't need your pity chair. I'll stand here like the grown-ass woman that I am. And then she's just sitting there with just her eyes above the table like a crocodile. And everyone's like, please, we would be so grateful if you would just take the seat. And she's like, absolutely not. And so then for the entire meal, she just has like just her eyes sticking up above the table, and she like has her arms up over the table, just stabbing at food and trying to bring it down to her level.
Okay.
And everyone is pretending like that's not happening because they don't want to insult her.
Normal.
Yep. She's awful. All the rest of the fairies are like, okay, so let's get through this really quickly before something really terrible happens.
Yeah.
Because Magatine is very prone to doing very terrible things. So how about we just get this done super quickly? We'll all do our best. We'll get out of here. All right, let's do it.
I think I would
Let's go team.
Oh no, the babies are sick. And then just take them away. Reschedule.
Reschedule?
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to get 12 fairies?
I just, something bad's gonna happen. I would just prefer no gifts.
The queen calls out, after everyone has eaten the kind of first course of this big feast, the queen calls for the gifts, which she has arranged for her guests. And from a side room are brought 12 jeweled bouquets. All of these like incredibly beautiful like metal flowers with like jewels for the petals and everything like that. Just these huge bushels of like jeweled flowers that she gives to the 12 fairies that she invited.
Awkward. Queen.
Yep. And then she realizes that she only has 12 of them. And she's like, Magatine, that's because I got you something special.
It's this brassiere that I had in my purse.
No, the queen's like, let me just go get your special surprise. And she goes to her bedroom and she finds a casket of perfumed Spanish Morocco covered with rubies and filled with diamonds. So it's like this little box that's full of diamonds covered in rubies, made of like this really fine like wood and everything, beautifully scented. Like a really nice gift that clearly was given to the queen because she's the queen. And she's like, Magatine, this is for you. And Magatine refuses. She says that she's not interested in this gift.
She also cannot see it.
What are you showing me? I hate it. And Magatine says, quote, "Keep your jewels, madam. I have enough and to spare. I only came to see if you had thought of me. You have neglected me shamefully."
Okay.
And the queen's like, all right, yeah, we kind of forgot to invite you, but we're really glad that you're here. And Magatine's like, well, I don't give a shit. And then she takes her wand and she smacks the table, and all the rest of the food on the table turns into snake soup.
Yeah.
And all the fairies are like, ew, we don't like snake soup.
That's not my favorite.
And then they all get up and leave the table.
Oh, they're like, bye.
This party sucks.
Queen, this is on you. Good luck.
They all get up and leave the table. And as they're kind of milling around, Magatine isn't getting attention. So she goes over to where the babies are.
No.
And she leans over one of the babies and she says, "I grant you perfect ugliness." And all the other fairies are like, "What? No!" And they run over and she's about to curse the other baby with something probably even worse. And all the other fairies...
Perfect stinkiness.
Stinky forever.
That'd be worse than the ugliness.
Yeah. Yeah. And all the other fairies like rush her and she's like, "Ha, can't catch me." And she busts a window pane and jumps out and disappears into lightning and is gone.
Oh no.
So all of the rest of the fairies are like, "Oh no, she cursed this baby with perfect ugliness."
Okay, but it's perfect.
Perfect ugliness.
Yeah.
And the queen's like, "Well, thank God you all are here. Like, you can fix this for her, right?" And all of the fairies are like, "Well, we'll see what we can do." And they all sit together and they confer and they discuss a little bit and they get into the real nitty-gritty.
Give her a hell of a personality.
Listen.
Listen, we can't say too much while she's a baby, but when she hits like 25, she's gonna be great at sucking dick. I give you the power of perfect blowjobs when you're 25. You'll be the most popular girl at the party. And they're like, "Oh my God, Bridget's drunk."
You gotta stop giving babies blowjob powers.
When they're 25. This power is gonna kick in when you most need it.
At age 25. And not a moment sooner.
I think 25 is like when you're giving the most blowjobs of your life, right? It's like a peak.
Nope. I don't think that's a universal experience.
I give so many blowjobs at 25.
All right, brag.
I don't want to brag. So I won't. They were okay.
All right. So all of the fairies discuss, and they're like, "What can we do about this, right? We've got to save this baby. This poor baby's been cursed with like perfect ugliness." Mm-hmm. And they discuss for a long time, and then they go to the queen, and she's like, "Oh, thank God you figured something out." And they're like, "Yes.
We're going to leave. Can we still take the bouquets?"
No, they go over to the queen, and they're like, "We're going to tell you it's all going to be okay, because someday your daughter is going to be very happy."
She'll be 25. The most popular girl at the party.
And the queen's like, "Okay, happy's good. Is she still going to be so ugly?" And they were like, "We don't know.
What?
But we're pretty sure that at some point she's going to be really, really happy.
She's going to win the lottery." She's going to be so happy. For like a year. But you know what happens with the lottery.
Taxes.
It'll destroy her ultimately.
But what a year, you know?
Oh my God. You ever seen a Nuggo jet ski? Bridget, you're so drunk.
So now the queen has one beautiful baby and one baby that is getting uglier by the second.
Oh, no.
And she's just holding this baby and trying to be really cool about it.
Yeah.
And the fairies are like, no, it's okay. She's fine. Anyways.
This is the funny baby.
And there's nothing else they can do because they cannot revoke the curse of another fairy.
They're not going to give them any more gifts? There's 12 of them. Mm. Usually they get like perfect singing. Blowjob power.
That's the two things that you might need.
Yeah.
So the queen All of the fairies are like, sorry, but we're gonna go.
Useless.
And she watches as her one daughter gets uglier and uglier and uglier. And eventually the day comes for the girl's christening.
Mm-hmm.
And the queen has to choose names for her daughters. And she chooses very appropriate names for both of them. But the beautiful daughter,
No.
she names Bella because she's beautiful.
She's irrevocably in love. Oh, that's 2 Twilight references in one episode. Hey, we back, baby.
We back, baby.
Okay. And the ugly one she called Buttface.
Close.
Bella and Buttface.
Aw. Her other daughter, she named Hidessa. Like,
Okay.
hideous.
Oh, no. What the fuck is wrong with this queen?
There are a couple of different translations of these names. All of them are like beautiful and ugly. One of them is Belote and Laidronette. Belote, beautiful. Laidronette is like just ugly little one.
Aww.
And then there's one, and this is my personal favorite, where they're named Dora Belle and Dor Ugly.
Dor Ugly. Oh no. This one's name is Sharon, and this one's name is Shit Ass. No.
Dora Belle and Dor Ugly.
Dor Ugly is not even clever.
It's not even a name.
It's rude.
I do think that's really funny. I love the idea of naming one of your children just the Wario of your other child. Just dunking on them from day one. So these two princesses grow up together.
Mm-hmm.
And the beautiful princess is beloved by all. The not beautiful princess is fine. People don't really want to hang out with her because she's not good to look at.
That's sad.
At the age of 12, Hidessa starts to beg her parents. She's like, clearly this isn't working.
A mask. A mask.
She's like, I am so tired of like people talking to me and then being like, hang on a second, and getting a dish towel and putting it over my face and then continuing to talk to me.
Oh, no.
I really feel like we've tried everything, and I think it's time to just say we call this one a loss.
And let me walk into the sea. What do you mean?
Close. I would like to go away. I would like to be given charge of, you know, that castle that we have far, far away, the Lonely Castle.
Oh.
If you could just send me to the Lonely Castle to be all by my lonesome for the rest of my life until I die, that would be great, I think, for everyone involved.
You know what I would ask for? I'd be like, I want to go live with Megatron.
I also want to go live with Megatron.
Be like, let me go there. Truly, she should have to deal with me.
Yeah.
It should be her fault. It's her fault, so I should be her charge.
Yeah. You should be her problem.
I'm your problem now. Not only am I ugly, I'm also annoying. And spoiled and hungry.
And I've got really sticky fingers. Not in that I'll steal from you. They're just really sticky.
I don't know why they're always so sticky. Is that one of your doing? Or like, this feels like some
Curse of sticky forever.
You didn't do this to me? Then who did this?
How did this happen?
Oh, you know what? It
I was eating
me.
a ring pop
Yeah.
earlier.
That's my bad. Megatron!
We gotta go through this faster.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So she begs her parents to send her away to the Lonely Castle, where she can spend the rest of her life alone and no one will ever have to look at her again. And her parents are like, oh, honey.
Okay.
Okay. And so they send her off to live in the Lonely Castle, and she begs to go alone, but they insist that she brings her nurse and a couple of servants with her
Yeah.
to take care of her in the Lonely Castle for the rest of her life.
I'm like, why? What the fuck did we do?
She spends the next couple of years alone in the Lonely Castle.
Sure.
She sends off for books. She reads a lot. She teaches herself to play music on a variety of different instruments. She practices her singing, and she develops a beautiful singing voice. She becomes a very talented musician.
Based off of whose judgment?
I don't know.
She could say, I taught myself to play the guitar, but she's
I
not
don't
listening
know.
to music. She could be making...
I don't fucking know.
I like to think this is like, I'm trying to think of something not offensive to say. Never mind. Okay, I don't have a single unoffensive thing to say.
And she's very, very happy for a long time, just being by herself and studying and not scaring the populace with her face.
Yeah.
After years of this solitude, though, she starts to become lonely and miss her parents. And so she makes arrangements and she sets off for a brief trip to go home and visit her mom and her dad and her sister. Just say hi, then go back to the castle. Doesn't want to make trouble for anybody, right?
Sure.
So she gets to her parents' castle and she arrives just in time to see her sister is getting married today.
Great.
Really good.
Great.
And like she's like literally they're like at the altar and it's like her beautiful sister with her beautiful like young king husband and they're like about to do the vows.
Go off, young king.
Young king. And Hidessa like kind of accidentally busts through the doors like in the middle of the ceremony and everyone's like, "Ha!" She's like, "Hi." "Sorry." And they're like, "Oh God, what is it?" And she's like, "It's me. Sorry, it's been a couple of years."
Sister of the bride.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
I'm sorry. Do I have something on my dress? A stain or something? You know who I'm imagining?
Who?
Fiona from Shrek.
Yeah, it's a very Shrekian story.
Yeah, I like it.
But she quickly gets settled. You know, they finish the ceremony and everything. And after everyone's like milling about afterwards, everyone's like, "Oh, hello, Hidessa. You look different. Did you get worse?" And they're like, "There's going to be a really beautiful ball later to celebrate your sister and her new husband. You probably shouldn't come, but we can probably find a peephole so you can sit in a different room and look through and watch us all having fun. But you probably shouldn't come because that would be a bummer."
No.
"But we'll find you a peephole, I promise."
Who's telling her this?
Everyone.
Oh, God.
And she goes to her parents and she's like, "I'm gonna go. Like, I didn't know that this was happening. I'm really sorry for coming at this time. I kind of wish I had known that it was happening."
Yeah, like a single, like, letter.
My twin
she's like,
sister.
"I'm feeling pretty kind of sorry for Megatron now." Like,
Megatron.
what is her name?
Hidessa?
No.
Oh, Magatine.
Magatine. Oh, yeah, that's a little different. I'm feeling sorry for Magatine right now. She's like, I get it. It's not nice not being invited to things.
But also, like, Magatine had never met these, ostensibly, had never met these people before. This is her twin sister.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm thinking she's like, I'm feeling a little bit less upset with Magatine. Megatron. Better.
All right.
Like the angel.
Or the Transformer.
Oh.
So she goes to her parents and she's like, "I'm really sorry. Clearly I came in at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Everyone's being kind of really rude.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave." And her parents are like, "No, don't leave.
Oh.
You have to stay for like at least like one, or I guess you could do like 2 days at least."
Oh.
And she's like, "Oh, twist my arm."
Nobody likes this.
And she's like, No, I'm gonna go. I would feel like an imposition if I stayed. So thank you for your hospitality and your generosity, but I'm gonna go home. So see you guys in another 5 to 10 years, I guess.
Aww.
And as she's about to leave, her sister Bella runs up to her and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you." And she's like, "Oh, hi. Like, I'm so, like, you were in the middle of your ceremony. I didn't really get to talk to you. Congratulations." And her sister's like, "Of course. I was so glad that you were here. You know, it was so good to see you. Let me give you a present before you leave." And she like looks around and then she goes over to like where her coat is and everything like that. And she has a hand muff that has a ribbon wrapped around it. And she takes the ribbon off and she's like, "This is for you."
What? The ribbon?
The ribbon.
Okay.
Which she's been wearing for the entire winter. So it's like gross.
Hey, Bella, what the fuck?
And Hidessa's like, "Oh, thank you so much.
You shouldn't have.
I'll keep it to remind me of you. And congratulations to your husband." And she's like, "Oh my God, my husband. You haven't met my husband." And she's like, "Oh, I was just leaving though." And Bella's like, No, come meet my husband." And they go and like see the husband, and the husband's like, hello, you? And she's like, hi, I'm Bella's sister, Hidessa.
I assume you've heard of me.
And Bella's like, I felt so silly. I almost didn't get her a present. And the prince is like, oh, I also almost didn't get her a present. Let me just go get the present. And he goes for a second and he comes back and he has like half a bolt of fabric. Clearly he has taken a full bolt of fabric that someone gave them as a wedding present and ripped it in half. And it's this color called,
why not give him the whole thing?
I don't know. It's called zinzalin, which is described in the story as being a very ugly color. It's like a bright, like red purple color. I think it's nice, but
zinzalin.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's a length of zinzalin taffeta,
Okay.
like almost enough that you could use it for a petticoat.
Okay.
And he's like, "For you, sister of my wife." She's like, "Great, thank you so much. It's just my favorite color." And I was looking for some truly garish undergarments. Thank you.
Well,
just what I needed. Just something bold and memorable.
see y'all in hell.
And she's like, well, thank you all so much, but I had better be going. And she sets off back for the lonely castle. She's brought her nurse with her.
Yeah.
And the entire walk back to the castle, she says not a single word to the nurse.
Yeah.
She's had a really bad time.
Yeah, that's not great.
For a couple of weeks after this, she is like borderline catatonic. She's very, very sad that she hasn't, she visited her family. They didn't want anything to do with her, basically. It honestly kind of seemed like they had forgotten about her.
Yes, they clearly had.
Yes. And so she's pretty disconsolate for a little while.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even leave the castle for like a couple of weeks. But eventually she gets kind of the spirit back to go outside for a walk in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes out and it's a beautiful sunny day and she's walking through the woods. And the woods around the lonely castle, they're nowhere near civilization. So it's just these beautiful, rich woods that are full of wildlife and like trickling streams and everything. And she loves walking through these woods. Mm-hmm. So she goes for a walk in the woods and there's like sunbeams streaming down through the trees at her. And she's like, wow, I do feel better. Like I think I just needed to get out of the house a little bit, get out of my head. This is really good. The fresh air is good for me and everything. And then she's walking and a massive green snake looks down from the trees at her and says...
of the story.
Yeah. And the tree snake says, Hidessa, you are not the only unhappy creature. Look at my horrible form and known that I was born handsomer even than you were. So a big old green snake drops out of the branches in front of her and is like, I know you think you are ugly, but look at me. I'm so ugly. And I used to be hotter than you when you were hot. And now I'm so ugly. Look at me.
I was beautiful once. She's like, Jesus Christ.
I wasn't even saying anything.
Also, I didn't say I thought I was ugly.
I was just walking.
Minding my own fucking business.
She doesn't say any of that.
Yeah.
She screams.
Sure.
A massive green snake just dropped out of the forest and started talking to her. She screams bloody murder and like scrambles back towards the castle, screaming the entire time and continues screaming after the door is closed until her voice goes hoarse.
That snake's like, damn. Again? I'm hideous.
Just too ugly.
I bet you're really pretty for a snake.
Mm. And she locks herself in the castle for several more days because she's like, apparently going outside means that you see snakes. This is horrible.
It means that you see snakes that bully you.
Rude snakes.
I can't catch a break anywhere. Now the snakes are calling me ugly. What the fuck?
But after several days of recovery, she finally gets up the nerve to go back out again.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not over it. You're outside, you're walking, and you're just like, wow, you know what? I really miss my family, and I'm having all these, like, issues. And you're just, like, outside, like, just to be melancholy a little bit. And then somebody out of nowhere says, you think you're ugly. And you're like, no. What?
Why would you assume that?
I'm going to start doing that to strangers who are lost in thought. God, you
Listen,
think
if you
ugly.
think you're stupid, let me tell you what I just did.
I can tell you're sitting there thinking, I smell terrible. Well, get a whiff of this.
Put your snooter in these sweaters.
Put your snooter in these sweaters. Do it.
The sweaters are my pits. So a couple of days later, she's like, all right, outside ever again is probably a good idea. Great. So she does not go back into the forest.
Yeah.
Because that's full of snakes.
Yeah.
So she goes out of the little lonely castle and she walks along the little pebbled beach that's nearby. She walks for a little while and then she comes across this tiny boat that has like washed in from the ocean and it's just bumping against this pebble shore. And as she gets closer, she sees that it's like a beautifully ornate and intricate little boat. Like the size of like a children's boat, basically. Yeah. Like 3 feet.
Sure.
4 feet long.
I
don't know.
Sure.
Boat size.
Okay. Small boat size.
Small boat size. Yeah. Kitty boat size. And she gets closer and closer and she sees that like the sails are beautifully ornamented with like golden thread and everything. And there are all of these little treasures that are piled into the deck of this tiny ship. And she leans in to look closer, but the waves are kind of bashing the ship against the shore. So in order to get a closer look, she puts one foot in the ship. Yeah. And it kind of jerks forward and she ends up putting the other foot in the ship. And then the ship starts being carried out to sea. Oh, no. Very rapidly, this tiny little ship goes out with the current. Yeah. And she watches as the land disappears impossibly quickly away from her. And she starts screaming and she keeps screaming and the boat keeps moving. And eventually she's like, oh, okay, I'm going to die.
I'm lost at sea now.
I'm lost at sea now. I'm just going to read this quote. Yeah. I must die, she said, and wherefore this secret dread of death? Alas, have I ever yet enjoyed any of those pleasures of life which might cause me to regret leaving it? My ugliness disgusts even my nearest relatives. My sister is a great queen, and I am consigned to exile in the depths of a wilderness, where the only companion I have found is a serpent who can speak.
She's like, literally the only friend I've ever made.
Is that snake that bullied me.
That snake that commiserated with me, which is not great.
Yeah. Is it not better I should perish than drag on so miserable an existence? So she starts being scared that she's going to die, and then she's like, actually, you know what? That's fine.
Probably for the best.
My life is bad.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of like working herself up over this and being like, you know what? Good, actually. I don't actually want to be alive. And then she hears like the cadence of the splashing behind her change, and she looks back and she sees a massive green serpent swimming through the water behind the boat.
So scary.
The very same one that she saw in the jungle.
God, this is so scary.
And the serpent calls out to her and says, if you were willing to receive some assistance from a poor green serpent like me, I am able to save your life. And she says, I'm being stalked by a snake.
God, I'm not interested. God.
And she calls out to the snake. So the snake offers to help her. He's like, if you don't hate me,
God, I hate this.
If you would let me, even though I'm so ugly, I could probably help you.
Again, for a snake, I bet he looks fine.
He's probably fine.
Yeah.
And she says, death is less frightful to me than thou art. And if thou seekest to do me some kindness, never let me set eyes on thee again.
Okay, Odessa. Like, whoa.
Whoa.
Hello, pot, meat, kettle. You ugly bitch. I'm suddenly not on her side.
Yeah, the story takes a turn. The serpent is like, okay, rude. And swims away, and she's like, oh, disgusting. Oh god, that was awful.
Anyway,
I can't believe I looked at that snake. My eyes feel dirty. So gross.
Rude.
And then she returns to contemplating her death. And then she hears a chorus of voices in her head. Mm-hmm. These like magical voices all speaking in unison. And the voices say, you're about
to win the lottery, Odessa.
You're 24 and a half, Odessa. Just hold out a little bit longer.
You're about to get so good at something. We don't want to spoil it. But oh boy, you're going to be popular.
This beautiful chorus of voices in her head. They say to her, wow, okay, so that was really rude.
Oh, no.
You're no looker yourself, and you just called that snake ugly? You're ugly. You're so ugly. That snake is so much better looking than you.
Oh my god.
So first of all, rude.
Yeah.
Second of all, maybe you should give him a chance. He's a really nice guy.
No, that's not the moral of this story. Listen, just because you're ugly doesn't mean you have to settle for other ugly people.
But they're like,
get really good at blowjobs.
the voices are like, also, you don't have to be afraid of him because we sent him to you so that you would be happy.
Who the hell is we?
So maybe you should be a little bit nicer because we're trying to help.
You should have sent something better. Like a hot man or an ice cream cone. If you want me to be happy, don't send me a snake. I mean, me personally, Janey, I would be fine with it.
Yeah, I would be fine with it.
Yeah, we'd be fine with a snake.
She doesn't like snakes.
Yeah, imagine like if they send you a big spider. And they're like, Max, no, you stop it. You ugly bitch. You better French that spider. Oh, Max can't do it. She would die in that boat.
I would die in that boat. I would die in that boat. I'm so scared of spiders.
Yeah, so
that was so upsetting to me that I almost just started crying.
This is how she's feeling about the snake.
The snake.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of anything, so it's fine. Don't talk about seals.
So this chorus of almost fairy voices are like, hey, chill the fuck out. We're trying to help and you're being really fucking rude. You don't have that many options. Be nicer. And she hears this chorus of voices and she's like, well, I guess that was, kind of rude. Kind of. But, I'm on a boat and I thought I was going to die. Mm-hmm. And then I saw something else really scary.
Yeah.
So, but I guess I should be a little bit nicer to people in the future, maybe.
Okay, good lesson. Note taken, note taken.
Note taken.
And as said, she also doesn't have any,
friends.
Yeah, she doesn't have any, social skills. It's not like she has a lot of practice, being confronted with the unknown.
Yeah.
So, give her a fucking break.
Give her a fucking break.
She's ugly and she's lonely.
And she's not good with people.
She's scared of snakes.
And she cannot take a joke.
She smells bad.
And she's got this super ugly petticoat.
And she is sticky. We cannot stress that enough.
So as she's thinking this, that maybe she should be a little bit nicer in the future,
sure.
Her tiny little boat is dashed upon a massive rock. She does everything that she can to grab as many of the planks as she can to hold herself above the water. But she can feel herself slipping down into the cold and the dark. She grabs a huge armful of these wooden planks and is able to sort of half swim her way towards this huge rock and climb up. She scrapes the hell out of her hands trying to climb up this sheer rock face.
Yeah.
And finally, she's able to reach a ledge on this, jagged black rock sticking out of the ocean. And she collapses, exhausted, soaking wet, freezing, terrified, in the middle of the ocean. She can't see any land anywhere nearby.
Yeah.
And she looks at the planks that she's holding, and she realizes that one of them isn't a plank. It's a snake! And she screams!
Yeah, that's very jarring. Snake, fucking catch a hint.
And the snake is like, Jesus! And starts swimming away. And then he turns back and he's like, you know what? Actually, no. And he says, you would fear me less if you knew me better. But it is my hard fate to terrify all who see me.
Okay, here's another thing. The snake whines too much.
Yes. The snake's a real complainer.
You know what? I'm just a nice guy. It sounds like you want to get to know a nice guy.
I have several friends. Can you say the same?
Name 3 friends. I'll wait.
But I'm going to show you the illustration for this. This is the main illustration for this story.
Okay. You would fear me less if you knew me better. Okay, so this is a snake with a mohawk.
He's really cool.
And giant wings. And a terrified looking woman who also is quite troll-like. This is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
I picked this because I really like the line, you would fear me less if you knew me better.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't coming from this fucking incel dragon.
See, I feel like the opposite.
Really?
I feel like you'd fear me more if you knew me better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So true.
Rude.
Can't take a joke.
Sticky.
So he says, you would fear me less if you knew me better, but it is my hard fate to terrify all who see me. And she's like, get the fuck out. And he's like, okay, bye. And she collapses back onto the rock and just sort of pants there for a little bit until she's able to catch her breath.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, so I'm on a rock in the middle of the ocean. I have no supplies whatsoever. I am wearing the clothes that I went for a walk in. And for some reason, this ugly fucking petticoat.
Why is she wearing it?
She doesn't have many clothes. Why would she need them? She doesn't like waste. But she's like, I've got just the clothes that I have on me, basically. It's going to get dark soon. I know that there are serpents in this sea.
Yeah.
So basically my options are I can be on this rock
and they're obsessed with me.
They're really weird about it. So I'm going to be on this rock and I'm either going to get eaten by serpents and die, or I'm going to starve to death and die. So I'm going to die on this rock. Cool. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. And she's like, all right, great. So I guess I'll just hang out here until I die. Great. You know what? Good, actually. And she takes off her like puce petticoat and wraps it around her head so that she isn't like freezing cold, just to keep warm.
Yeah.
And then she sort of just lays there and waits for death. And eventually she falls asleep.
Sure.
She wakes up not on a rock in the middle of the ocean.
Oh my God.
She wakes up
Don't tell me.
in a super hot apartment.
A hot one? Like
a hot one.
Warm one or like a really chic one?
A really chic one.
Oh, all right.
Like a really nice, fancy, like, penthouse.
Oh my God. Run, Hadassah. Wait, you're in danger, girl.
Everything is beautifully appointed in wood and in gold. She looks down and she sees that her, like, wet and tattered clothes have been replaced with, like, a beautiful silk nightgown. Everything is hung over with all these beautiful tapestries. And she sees that there's a balcony coming off of this apartment, and she walks outside and she sees below her this huge, beautiful, like, green land, forest, and like little towns that she can see, all kinds of like beautiful flowers and everything. This like beautiful smell of like jasmine drifts up to
So she definitely died on this rock.
That's what she thinks. She's like, oh, cool, so I died.
Yeah, this is a Jacob's Ladder situation.
I'm dead. This is pretty nice, actually. This is
not bad.
Hey,
I'm in God's hot apartment.
It's me, Carrie from Sex and the City. It's all she ever dreamed of.
Same.
She wanders around the apartment for a little while, kind of just talking to herself. She's like, oh, well, this is nice. Look at that. Ooh, and it's got, what's that in there? Oh my God, like nice socks. Ooh, okay.
She's in that's just her looking in somebody's underwear drawer. All of those sound, ooh, and what's that? Ah, nice socks.
She's like, I mean, most of the things that she finds are clearly like things that are sized for her. So it's like someone just dropped her off in a fancy apartment full of clothes that they want her to wear and stuff like that.
All right.
She's like, wow, this is heaven's cool, actually. And she's talking to herself and kind of being like, oh my God, that'd be nice. What if we move that there and like kind of change the flow a little bit? No, it's perfect where it is. That's great. That's great, actually. You know what? I love it.
Who am I to rearrange God's apartment?
And eventually she notices that she can hear sounds besides the sounds of her talking to herself. And it's this strange cacophony that gets louder as it gets closer. And it's this like thumping, clanking, clacking, ringing, like rustling sound, kind of like someone shaking 300 pockets full of nickels.
Oh my God.
And then she looks to a large door at the end of the room, and she sees approaching hundreds of little pagods.
Okay, I'll bite. What's a pagod?
What's a pagod with you?
I was hoping you would say nothing. What's a pagod with you?
A pagod comes from the same root as pagoda.
Okay.
It is one of the quote unquote like treasures of the Orient that people would see all the time.
But it's marching?
Yes. They are little statuettes with heads that move, which is to say that they are very fancy bobbleheads.
Hilarious.
And they're all different sizes and they're all made of different materials. All of them are made of like wood or stone. Some of them are made of jewels that are carved or metal. Just these beautiful and intricately carved little statuettes or puppets, bobbleheads, basically.
Yeah.
Some of them, their heads don't bobble. It's just kind of like a category of thing that you would see, like a little tchotchke. Basically, a little army of tchotchkes.
Army of Funko Pops are marching their way.
Oh no. This just took such a dark turn.
So many Captain Americas in here. All right, so a nerd owns this apartment.
And they're all different sizes. Some of them are like the size of a thumbnail, and some of them are like almost 2 feet tall.
Okay.
But they're all these little creatures. Some of them are like missing arms or legs. Some of them are like missing eyes. Most of them are like in pretty good repair. But it's kind of like, picture like Island of Misfit Toys.
Or Grandmommy's house.
Yeah.
My grandmother had over 1,000 dolls, and most of them were in disrepair.
Yeah. I actually pictured that almost exactly.
Yeah.
But there were some made of opal and jade and gold and crystal and diamonds. And she sees all of these little creatures of all different appearances, shapes, sizes, demeanors, clank down the hallway towards her. And they see her and they all go, hi! And they run up to her and immediately they all start talking all at once. And she's like, oh, hi! What's happening?
This reminds me of Spirited Away.
Yeah, yeah. And they all start talking to her and she's like, whoa, I just got here. Who are you? What's going on? And they're like, oh, we're the Pagods. Sorry, you just got here. We're the Pagods. We are little guys.
Just little guys.
We're just little guys.
Yeah.
You've probably seen us out like where you're from, but we can't talk there. It's this whole like weird like curse wish thing where we wish to be able to go anywhere in the world and see anything, and like the trade-off was that we could go anywhere but we could only talk at all when we're like here in this place in our home.
Okay.
Pagodna, I don't remember what it's called. There's a name for the country, but they're like we can no. And they're like, we can only talk here, but we're all over in the world. And like, so anytime you've seen like a little guy, that's like one of us, but we can't talk to you then or like move around. Oh, but only here.
Okay.
Hi.
No, go ahead. Can they come here whenever they want?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they like to go out and explore and like see things that are happening out in the world.
Okay.
And they all like cluster around her. A bunch of them like climb up her skirt and like sit on her shoulder and like, hi, you're so pretty. And she's like, thank you.
No one's ever said that before.
Literally no one's ever said that before. And they're like, your hair is beautiful. And they're like 6 of them in her hair. And they're like, you're kind of stinky though. You should go take a bath. And she's like, I would love to take a bath. And they're like, we'll go get you a bath. And they like bring her to this huge, beautiful bathroom. And she sees this like massive like clawfoot tub that is entirely made of crystal. And like the rim is dipped in gold.
Cool.
And 2 of them actually. Like the same size, looking the same.
Like in those Viagra commercials?
Like in those Viagra commercials.
Okay, she's about to get real romantic.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
And she sees like a beautiful like silver ewer of fresh sparkling water that she can see steam coming out of. And the Pagods are like, get in the bath. Gross. And she's like, there are 2 baths here. Is this whose house am I in right now?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, the king. She's like,
king.
Okay, who's the king?
Who's the king with you?
And that's what they say. They say, well, the king, he's the king. He's not here right now. He's at war. But he knows you're here, and he's so excited to meet you. So when he comes back, he's going to meet you, and you're going to love him. It's going to be so good. But in the meantime, you're stinky, and you have to take a bath. And so they all get her into this like warm crystal bathtub. The water stays like the perfect temperature the entire time that she's in there. And when she's ready to get out, they all dress her in these beautiful like fine silks and like they say laces, which I can only imagine means lingerie. And they brush out her hair and like braid it for her and everything. And they spray all of these beautiful perfumes around her. And she's like, this is really nice. I honestly don't care if I'm dead because this is really nice.
This is great.
I should have done this a long time ago.
Oh no.
All of these little Pagods, and some of them are the smaller ones, they call them Pagodines.
Okay.
All right, Pagadines.
All right, Pagadines, go off, girls.
Pagadines nuts.
Hey, they're babies. You stop it. You have to wait until they're 25 to talk like that.
All of these little Pagods and Pagadines just coddle her and take care of her. Anytime she's hungry, like they put together a huge sumptuous feast for her, and they all sit and eat with her at the table, and they talk. And her favorite thing to do with them, days go on, weeks. And what they love to do most is that they go out into the world and they find secrets, and then they come back and they tell her all about them. So a lot of it is stuff that like has no bearing on her. Yeah. It's kind of like she just gets to watch reality TV all the time.
Cool. Just gossip.
Yeah, where like one of the little Pagadines will come back and be like, oh my God, you will never believe who I just saw in the broom closet with Prince Casadian. And she's like, who's that?
What?
In the broom closet.
Sweeping?
But they all tell her stories, salacious stories from around the world, exciting stories, adventures, anything that she wants to hear. Yeah. She has the finest food and treasures and clothes and jewelry and laces all brought to her, everything that she could ever want. And the Pagods never get tired of her. They love her so much. Sometimes she'll like tell a joke and they'll all laugh for like an hour.
This is a lot.
They're just constantly telling her how clever and charming and sweet and funny and cool and pretty and fashionable she is.
Aww.
And then she's like, I guess I'm kind of funny. Yeah. Occasionally she leaves this castle. She goes out for walks in the beautiful forest down below. And she tried it once, and then she realized that she had like 5 little Pagods in her pockets that had like stowed away. And so from then on, she just grabs big handfuls of them and puts them in her pockets so that they all get to go on a little ride with her. And she says that she like walks through the forest and she has like 30 or so in her little pockets, and they're all like chattering. Just all her little friends.
Cute.
But eventually she's like, okay, so is this my life now? Like, is this just what it is? Because I'm not mad, but like, is there other stuff?
Yeah.
Ever? She says, what is to become of me? Shall I always remain here? I pass my days more agreeably than I could have ventured to hope, yet something is wanting in my heart. I know not what it is, but I begin to feel that this round of pleasures, unvaried by a single event, is rather insipid.
Oh, getting bored.
Getting bored. Yeah. And as she's thinking this, she's like laying in bed. She's about to go to sleep, and she's like, maybe I would like something different. Yeah. And I kind of feel bad about that, but it is kind of just the same thing day after day after day.
What are you doing in a lonely castle? Same thing day after day after day.
Yeah.
But like being sad about it with no friends. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, she got bored way too easily.
Yeah. It's been like a while at this point. And as she's thinking this to herself, she hears a voice, a different voice this time. Mm-hmm. The voice of a handsome man.
How does she know?
He's got a handsome voice.
All right.
Got a real H. John Benjamin voice.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh my god. You're all terrible. She's like, you talking to my little guys?
They're good, actually.
You're not terrible. You're terrible.
But she hears this voice says, ah, princess, is it not your own fault? And she's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? The voice says, if you would consent to love, you would soon know that it is possible to remain with a beloved object not only in a palace, but in a frightful wilderness for ages without wishing to leave it. So he's like, wow, you're bored? Must be because you're incapable of love.
Okay, so you're starting to sound familiar.
Huh. Mom? And she's like, okay, which one of you little fuckers just said that? And all the Pagadines are like, what? And she's like, did anyone else just hear that? And they're like, no. And he's like, and the voice says, I'm not one of the Pagods. I'm the king. And she's like,
I'm the god.
the god. The god.
I'm the god.
He says, I'm the king.
I'm Degas. No, run! Girl, run.
He says that he is the king.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh shit. And he says, it is I, the unhappy sovereign of this realm,
God,
who adores you, madam, and who cannot tell you so without trembling.
I hate him.
I know.
I like his house and all his little guys. But yeah. I don't like him.
And the princess is like, huh, A king who adores me. Has that king eyes or is he blind? Because I'm ugly. Literally, has that king eyes or is he blind? Can he know that I am the ugliest person in the world?
Aww.
And like, she says it with a different tone this time. She's like, I'm ugly. Like, you know that, right? She's not upset about it. She's just like, I'm
Hello?
funny and smart, and I'm
Fact of life.
very sweet to all of these little pagods who love me so much.
Yeah.
I have other character traits, but I am, like, ugly.
I got real deep pockets. They're full of pecans. And pecans.
I got a lot of pagodas.
Oh.
I have seen you, madam, answered the invisible being, and have not found you what you represent yourself. Be it for your person, your merit, or your misfortunes, I repeat, I adore you. But my respectful and timid affection obliges me to conceal myself.
Girl, that's a snake.
That's a snake.
Girl.
He says, basically, like, I don't care about how you look. I know who you are inside. I've been watching this whole time, and I've been falling in love with you, and I've only just now gotten the courage to say anything, but I can't show you my face because I'm too shy.
I'm shy.
But my respectful and timid affection obliges me to conceal myself. The princess says, I am indebted to you for so doing. For alas, what would be my fate if I should love anyone? They're just having a sad off. And he says, you would make the happiness of him who cannot live without you.
Oh.
But he will not venture to appear before you without your permission.
Girl.
And she says, no. I would avoid seeing any object that might too powerfully interest me.
I actually feel like I might be too attracted to you. So maybe you shouldn't be here and ruin my thing I have with all these little guys.
I like that it starts off with them being like, oh, I'm so ugly, you must hate me. No, I'm so ugly, you must hate me. No, you're not ugly, I'm ugly. Mm-hmm. I'm not ugly? Well, you're not ugly.
We're both
oh my
hot.
God. We're both... Should we kiss?
No, I shouldn't, because I'm too attracted to you.
You're probably so hot. So from then on, every night she goes to sleep and she starts going to bed earlier and earlier and earlier because she finds that is the time when she can be alone. All of the little pagods are asleep and she can talk to this invisible king that visits her.
Yeah, that's what I call it too. Hey, I gotta go talk to the invisible king. Don't bother me for a little bit. Guys, please make that part of the vernacular. Hey, just don't knock on the door. I'm talking to the invisible king in there.
Ooh.
No one else is invited.
Might be too obscure. People are just gonna think you're crazy.
Okay, but also, how many times do you announce that you're masturbating?
All the time. You just don't know all of my code words.
Well, now I know one.
Now you know one. So she continues to talk to this invisible king night after night after night, and they talk to each other about their passions, their interests, everything. She finds him clever and kind and thoughtful, and over time she falls in love with him.
Oh, I just remembered she's almost 25.
That's not part of the story.
You said she was 24 and a half. That's canon.
Oh my God.
It's happening, guys.
And one night she's like, I could probably see you. That would probably be fine.
After we've been texting all this time.
Maybe send me a pic. And he says, madam.
Uh-oh.
By what conditions do you fetter the delight of obeying you? It is impossible for me to appear before you. The same wicked Magatine, who has so ill-treated you, has condemned me to suffer for 7 years. And she's like, wow.
That's not a lot of time.
Could be worse. Let me tell you.
25.
5 have already elapsed, he says. 2 yet remain, the misery of which you could entirely relieve by accepting me for your husband. You will think me a rash fool, and that I am asking an absolute impossibility, but if you knew, madam, the excess of my passion and the extent of my misfortunes, you would not refuse me the favor I implore of you.
Okay, it feels like he's using her. I know this is a fairy tale, but this now feels like he chose a very ugly, sad girl who could be easily manipulated.
Yeah. So what he's saying is that he's been cursed for 7 years, and he's like, I want to be with you, but I'm still ugly for another 2 years. So I want to marry you, but I still don't want you to see me for the other 2 years. And then I'll be hot again, and then you can see me.
Yeah. Well, and the curse will be broken if you fall in love
No.
with me and let me be your husband.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Not part of the curse.
Oh, that's what it sounds like.
It's a 7-year curse. It's like on a timer, regardless of any of the romance aspect.
All right, so he's just in ugly prison.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do? What do you do, though?
Go crimes. So he asks her to marry him while he remains invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells her that after 2 years, when his curse is over,
Mm-hmm.
they will both be released from their curse. So he's like, at the end of my 7 years,
Mm-hmm.
your curse will also be over. Like, it's like a 2-for-1 kind of thing.
How invisible are we talking?
Fully invisible.
Like,
No pee.
all right. Are we talking like ghost rules?
Mm-mm. Fully invisible.
Okay, so he's just like she can't touch him.
No.
Okay.
He's basically just a voice in her head,
All right.
which is concerning when you think about it. She's
Which
been
makes me wonder.
alone in this castle for a really long time.
She has all her little guys. I'm talking to the invisible king too much. Go outside, touch grass.
So he says that as long as they make it to the end of his 7-year term and they are in love, both their curses will be broken. The only thing that could happen is that if somehow she manages to see him between now and the end of the term, then everything will be bad. So don't try that. And she's like, I wouldn't try that. That would be crazy.
East of the sun, west of the moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much the same.
Except that they could fuck.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah. See?
Oh God, guys. Like an old-timey fat cat just came in here and seed me.
Ew. And it takes some time. She takes a little bit of convincing, but eventually she agrees and they are married. All the little pagods are so excited about this new, like, juicy little thing that's going on. And a bunch of them go out and come back, and like 6 of them bring her back a book.
Oh.
And it's the book of Eros and Psyche.
Oh, on the nose.
Really on the nose. And they're like, you should read this. And she's
This
like,
is
why?
you.
And they're like, this is you. This is your playbook. Here's what you don't do.
Yeah. Okay, actually, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet it gives her ideas of what she wants to do, though.
No, she reads it. She fucking studies this book.
Oh,
and
that's
she's like,
great.
she's like, I am not going to be tricked. I know that, like, I trust this man. He is my husband. We
Yeah.
have discussed all of this. I know who he is in his heart. I don't care what he looks like. It doesn't matter. He can be invisible. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I am fine with all of this.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to trick me. I am not going to be, like, fucking bamboozled, right? She absolutely, like, pores over this volume.
That's
Studies
cool and
every
interesting.
move. Yeah.
Huh.
And they are married.
Mm-hmm.
And they live happily for some months.
Yeah.
But after a while, she starts to think about her sister
Yeah.
and her sister's husband.
Okay.
And she starts to think that now that she has a wonderful husband of her own, she would like to introduce her mother and sister to him.
Girl, wait the 2 years.
But she's excited.
About what? Her family sucks.
You haven't seen her apartment.
That's true. I forgot about
This is
God's
kind of a
apartment.
like a little bit of like, she's kind of like, look at me, I'm doing so well. And I'm still ugly.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's not so much rubbing their noses in it, but it's like, she's like, they're going to be happy for me. And I do want to show that, like, I'm doing okay.
And that I'm not dead.
And that I'm not dead. Because they super think that she's dead.
Yeah. Because she maybe is dead
Yeah.
on that rock.
Yeah. So she sends a group of the Pagadines who get a temporary dispensation to be able to talk in the real world.
Oh.
And they all go to her mom and her sister and invite them to come back to the golden apartment
Yeah.
where Hidessa lives.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately her mom is delighted. Her sister is so excited. She grabs her husband, and the 3 of them are taken by the Pagods directly to this golden apartment.
Yeah.
And they are all so excited to see each other. Her mom immediately runs up to her and is like, I'm so sorry. I have not for a year. I thought you were dead, and I'm so sorry. I feel awful about how we treated you when you showed up.
Yeah.
I have been lying awake at night, and I am a terrible mother, and I'm so sorry. And her sister's like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You are my sister. You should have been there, and I should have treated you better. And I
Yes.
this was awful and everything. And her family is just like, we love you so much. We're so glad you're not dead. Thank you so much for still giving a shit about us.
Nice.
And they all have a big tearful reunion.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I wanted you guys to meet my husband. And they're like, oh, great. Where is he?
He's in my head.
And she's like, he's out. And they're like, okay, we can hang out until he gets back. And she's like, great. And then she like sets up dinner for them and everything. And they like meet all the little pagods and they're all playing, like the sister, her husband and the mother are all playing with the little pagods and they're all just catching up after.
They're all playing Mahjong.
They're all playing Mahjong. And then her mom's like, so where's this husband of yours? And she's like, oh, he's at war. And they're like, I thought you said he was out. And she's like, yeah, out at war.
He's super out.
He's
out,
so out.
Out and proud.
Oh.
My husband.
I love my gay husband.
You can't meet him. He's gay.
And they're like, oh, he's at war. And she's like, yeah, he's at war, but he'll be back soon. And then you can meet him. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they stay the night. And the next morning they're like, oh, do you think your husband will come home today? And she's like, oh, yeah, he got up before you guys woke up and he went to the store and he's going to be back in a little bit. And they were like, I thought you said that he was at war. And she's like, oh, yeah, he was at this war store.
She's bad at this.
And her mom is like, okay, is he at war? And she's like, yes, he is at war.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom's like, okay, all right. So, okay, if that's what you're saying, then that's good. That's great. That's fine. Great. And then they all like sit down for lunch and they're like, so tell us about this war. And she's like, what war? Like, the war that your husband is in. And she's like, oh, that war.
Okay, so you're definitely not married. You're being real weird.
Yeah. And her mother and sister start talking and they're like, so she's crazy is what's happened.
She's lost it.
Either she has made up a husband, which, yikes, or she actually has a husband and he's somehow like tricking her.
Yeah.
Like maybe she actually believes any of this.
Or she's married to a warlord.
Yeah. Like,
which is very concerning.
I mean, less concerning, but like.
He goes to war so much, I'm a little concerned for her.
Yeah. And so they finally like sit her down and they're like, we think your husband might be not real. And she's like, he's real. He's my husband. I would know. And they're like, okay, but you see how a lot of the evidence is pointing to him being not real. And she's like, what evidence? The ring on my finger? And they're like, no, the fact that he's not here and you won't tell us where he is.
Yeah.
It's weird. And she's like, oh, it's not like that. It's like, it's kind of like this funny little book. I don't know if you've heard of it, Eros and Psyche. And they're like, yeah, we've heard of it. Like, that's a really famous story. And she's like, it's more like that, where he's like this like love god who like we're like forced to stay apart, but someday we'll be together and everything.
They're like, Hidessa, whose apartment is this?
And yeah, that's exactly what they say. They're like, how did you get here? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, he's just very mysterious and, you know, he's here in his own way, but I've never seen him. And they're like, okay, so what's happening is that you're being tricked by a monster.
Yes.
Some kind of creature has enthralled you and is keeping you in this tower.
Yes.
Best case scenario, you die here. Yeah. Worst case scenario, the monster comes back and marries you and then you die.
Yeah.
So, like, what's going on? And she's like, that's crazy. He's my husband. And they're like, okay, cool. And she's like, anyways, I know you guys have to get back to your normal lives or whatever. And they're like, probably, eventually, yeah. But like, you can come if you want. Seems
what
like
if
a
you
weird,
also were there?
Weird situation. And she's like, no, I'm so happy here, but thank you so much. Let me put together some presents for you. And she puts together these little presents for them and then sends them on their way.
She gives them an old ribbon and an ugly skirt.
It specifically says she gives them like all of these beautiful and sumptuous presents that were worth thousands of times more than the greasy old ribbon and nasty underskirt that she was given.
Yeah.
And her family leaves. But the seed of doubt has been planted.
Yeah.
And she's like, I mean, obviously, I know he's not a monster. He's my husband and everything's fine. But it is kind of just the two of us. Mm-hmm. And if he was, for example, asleep and I somehow caught a glimpse of him.
Where, though? In her head?
I don't know.
Hidessa.
I do think actually at some point in here it establishes that like he sits down on the bed and it's like there's like pressure.
Okay, so they can fuck.
I think so.
So you fucking lied to me.
I think so. I'm just remembering that now.
All right.
Which also makes it weird because it's like, just shake the invisible man's hand. He's there. He's real. He's a guy.
That's everyone. I
gotta go shake the invisible man's hand.
I've been known to shake the invisible man's hand once or twice. Don't disturb me if shaking the invisible man's hand.
Horrifying. The imagery, awful.
Or is it hot? Like God's apartment?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, if he was asleep and then I saw him just for like a second and then I never told him, then like, how would we get in trouble? It would be fine. So she decides that in homage to Eros and Psyche, she takes a little lantern.
God.
She waits until he's asleep, and then she opens it so that a thin beam of light falls on where his face would be.
So this is not Eros and Psyche. Now we're fully in the Telltale Heart, but go ahead.
And she looks down at the pillow
Yeah.
and sees the unveiled, uninvisibled figure of her husband. And god damn it, you'll never guess who it is.
Don't tell me.
It's that fucking snake. And she screams
God damn
so
it.
loud. And the snake wakes up and is like, God damn it! She screams, he screams, she screams, he screams, she screams, he screams, and then she passes out, and then he slithers away.
All the little pagats are like, it's you! What's wrong? They're all being like thrown out of her pockets.
It's yelling time! Yay! So she passes out. He disappears. And it says that eventually she wakes up. She finds that the bed is empty. And immediately she feels terrible. She's like,
I might have lost my cool
really
there.
bad. That was really bad. I said that I didn't care. And I meant it. Like, I don't care if he's a serpent. I just got really surprised and scared because I'm scared of snakes, which we've established.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Like, I don't even care that he's a snake. Like, I don't even care. I can get over it. That was just like a gut reaction. And I feel really bad about it already. And he's probably really upset. Like, oh my God, how am I going to fix this? I'm going to have to go to a marriage counselor.
Yeah.
And she goes out and she starts looking for her husband. And she thinks to herself, how did she reproach herself for the affliction she had brought upon her husband? She loved him tenderly, but she was horrified at his form and would have cheerfully given half the remainder of her days never to have seen him.
Wow. That's not the takeaway here.
Yeah. So she hunts around for him and she cannot find him. And as she's looking, a bunch of the little pagods run up to her and they're like, hey, something happened. And she's like, I know. I'm really sorry. I probably woke you guys up. And they're like, no, a different thing. And she's like, no, what?
What?
And they're like, Magatine came with an armada of ships and she's in the harbor.
Oh, God.
She's invading.
Magatine, you don't have to invade. It's only this one lady here.
And they show her through a spyglass the harbor of this little Patagonia. And it's just full of all of these ships. Yeah. And at the helm of the lead ship is Magatine. And all of the rest of the ships are manned with puppets. Different from Pagatine's.
Okay.
Enemies.
Okay.
Mortal enemies.
Bad puppets. Think Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal.
No.
Those like...
Worse. Think Punch and Judy.
I don't know who Punch and Judy are.
They're really upsetting.
Okay.
And all of the little Pagadines are like, she's coming to attack us and to take over the kingdom. And Hadassah's like, why would she do that? And they're like, because she hates you and she hates the Snake King.
Aww.
And she's like, oh no.
I haven't done nothing
and she's
to her.
A dick. So she gets together with her little war room of pagods, and they all prepare. There's a mighty war, and many pagods and puppets are lost.
No!
And it's very close. And then Magatine, who has been sitting on her ship and watching in kind of amusement the entire time, is like, all right, I'm bored of this.
Yeah.
And just with a wave of her hand, flattens the kingdom.
Oh my gosh.
The castle crumbles. The forests are laid bare.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
That's really hot of Magatine.
Yeah. It says, those charming gardens, those woods, those meadows, those fountains were overwhelmed with their own ruins. And Queen Hidessa could not escape the sad fate of becoming the slave of the most malignant fairy that ever was or will be. 400 or 500 puppets forced her into the presence of Magatine. So all these horrible little puppets are carrying her to where the wicked witch is. And Magatine's like, at last, I've finally destroyed you. And Hidessa's like, hi, we've actually never met. What's your fucking problem?
Yeah.
And Magatine's like, I've hated you since you insulted me at your birth. And Hidessa's like, when I was a baby, when I was a literal newborn baby, you know I didn't control the invitations for that event because of how I was a baby, right? And she's like, I've suffered my entire life for this minor slight. Mm-hmm. Don't you think that that's enough? Like, most people would consider that way more than enough. And Magatine says, how she argues. Here is a learned doctor of a new sort.
Ooh.
Your first employment shall be teaching philosophy to my aunts.
Oh, what?
Prepare yourself to give them a lesson every day. She's like, oh, well, if you're so smart, why didn't you teach my aunts to read?
All right.
Since you got so many little arguments.
You know, that's actually sort of how I got my job.
And Hidessa says, how shall I set about it, madam? I am ignorant of philosophy. And were I even well versed in it, are your aunts capable of understanding it?
It's like, well, now I got a new question. What?
Why do you have so many aunts? What would they use the philosophy for?
Magatine, clean your counters, first of all.
This is how you get aunts.
Do you want them?
And Magatine's like, all right, okay, you don't know philosophy. I guess my aunts will remain stupid, but I'm going to make you do a bunch of other stupid shit. And Hidessa's like, okay, great.
Sure.
Thanks so much. So Magatine forces her to wear iron shoes, and not just iron shoes, tiny iron shoes.
Ooh.
Even worse.
Yeah.
And she puts her in a cave with a rock over the entrance, and she tells her, you're going to take this spider's web, and you have 2 hours. Your time starts now. You need to take this spindle and spin the spider's web into thread that is as fine as your hair.
The time should have started after the explanation.
I don't know what to tell you. She's the wicked witch,
That's
Janey.
really fucking rude.
She's not the super fair about the rules witch.
This entire explanation just ate up some of my time. Can I get a fucking restart?
And Hidessa's like, I don't know how to spin anything, let alone like spider webs. And Magatine's like, sounds like a you problem. Bye. And she slams the boulder over the entrance to the cave, trapping Hidessa inside. She also tosses in like water and some bread crust so she doesn't starve. And I'm like, it's 2 hours? Magatine really just doesn't understand how people work. She's kind of an alien.
She's like, I need light. Thank you for the water.
And Hidessa's very smart. She spent a lot of time studying.
Yeah.
So she figures out how the spindle works, and she starts trying to spin the spider web using the spindle.
That's sticky.
But it's really sticky, and the spindle is too big and too heavy. And so even if she was someone who was very talented at spinning, it would be literally impossible for her to spin this. So she like figures out the basics of it, but it's just the tools that she has make it impossible to do this.
Yeah.
And eventually she keeps trying for a really long time, and then she's like, you know what? Fuck it. She's going to come back here. I'm going to have failed, and then she's going to kill me. So I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah.
Magatine can come kill me if she wants to.
I love Hidessa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she hears a voice in her head.
But you wish you hadn't broken the rules now, bitch.
I actually had a whole thing, but that's the...
Oh, no. Is that really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, queen, your too imprudent curiosity has caused you these tears, but one cannot see those suffer whom we love. I have a friend whom I have not mentioned to you before. Oh?
I'm sorry, is my husband out and proud? Now?
She is called the Fairy Protectress.
Okay.
I trust she will be of great service to you. And immediately she heard 3 taps, and invisibly... She looks down and finds that the spider web has been spun and wound into a skein of fine thread.
This does remind me of the Grimadon story. Remember, the prince there has a fairy protectress as well that's helping the princess.
Yeah. Very similar, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the prince shows up to just be like, wow, Bet you feel really bad. Well, turns out I have a hot friend you didn't know about, and she's super good at stuff. And just because I guess I kind of still love you, I guess she'll help you spin your stupid spider web since you can't keep a secret.
Wow. Wow.
He's bad.
Yeah. Oh, jealous much.
Yep. So at the end of the 2 hours, Magatine comes in and she's ready to fight. She's like, let me see it. Bet you couldn't do it, could you? Could you? Bet you were stupid, don't you? Literally what she said. This is so funny. She says, come, let us see the work of this idle hussy who neither knows how to sew nor spin.
Hey, you soppy slut.
Stupid.
Let's see, you bimbo.
And Hadassah says, Madam, it is quite true I did not know how to sew and spin, but I was obliged to learn. And she shows her the spun webs. And Magatine's like, wow, you did a really good job. You're going to be so good at being my eternal slave.
Oh.
And Hadassah's like, dang it. And then Magatine says, okay, great job. Now I want you to take that spiderweb thread and make it into some fine fishing nets. And they have to be strong enough to catch salmon.
Oh.
And you have 2 hours starting when I started talking. Go.
Yeah. Wait, when you started talking, like, to explain it, or when you started talking when you walked in? So much time has passed.
And Hadassah is like, I can't do that. This thread is, had me make the finest, like, hair width thread. It's not strong enough to catch a fly, much less a salmon. Like, that's impossible. And Magatine's like, oh. She says, you are a great casuist, my pretty friend, which is a word that I learned.
Casuist?
Casuist, like casual.
Okay.
A person who uses clever but unsound reasoning, especially in relation to moral questions, otherwise known as a sophist.
I like that you just... Was that in her voice, or did you just read the definition?
I just read the
voice?
definition.
Right.
So she's like, straw man argument. You are a great casuist, my pretty friend, but it will avail you nothing. So she's like, make all the excuses you want, but you're still stupid and in fairy jail.
But she called her pretty.
I feel like it's supposed to be mean.
Thank you, Magatron.
Magatine leaves again, and the fairy protectress returns and transforms the spider silk into nets. Hadassah thanks her, and then she thinks to herself, alas, green serpent, you are very generous to continue to love me after the injuries I have done to you. So she is regretting it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Magatine comes back after 2 hours, and she sees these beautiful salmon nets, and she says, you, listen, I don't know a lot of stuff, but I know you definitely didn't do that. Like, you literally couldn't have done that. So you broke the rules, and how dare you? And I'm going to do a bunch more torture to you.
There were no rules.
And Hadassah is like, okay, but who else would have done it? I was literally in here alone. The door was closed, and the only people anywhere nearby are all of your puppets who are not especially friendly towards me.
Yeah.
No one here would help me. So, I mean...
You sound crazy.
You sound crazy right now. She starts gaslighting the Wicked Fairy. She's like, actually, you told me that this was going to be super easy and that you would be back in an hour.
Yeah.
And then it was 2 hours, and it's really rude of you to take up my time like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Magatine, furious, has Hadassah brought back onto her ship, bound to return for Magatine's kingdom, and she has Hadassah chained to the deck so that she can't throw herself into the water in a fit of despair.
Oh, God.
And they sail for days. One night, Hadassah is on the deck of this ship, and she looks out into the water, and she sees a beautiful, dark, emerald green serpent.
Oh, no,
swimming through the water alongside the ship. Completely silently, and then he sees her looking at him, and he whispers out, I'm always afraid of alarming you, and despite the reasons I have for not sparing you, you are infinitely dear to me.
Oh, okay, don't be scared, don't be scared.
Yeah, he's like,
I love you, don't be scared.
I love you. I'm really that was a really dick move, but I forgive you, and I love you, and I'm sorry, and I'm scared.
No, I'm scared. I'm scaring you.
And Hadassah responds, can you pardon my imprudent curiosity, and may I say to you without offense, and then they start doing a Disney musical together. Is it it thou? Is it thou, love? Again art thou near, my own royal serpent, so faithful and dear. Again dare I hope, a fond husband I see. Oh, what have I suffered since parted from thee?
Oh.
And the serpent immediately picks up on what's going on and says, to hearts that love truly, to part is a pain. With hope e'en to whisper of meeting again. In Pluto's dark regions, what torture above, our absence forever from those whom we love.
Theater kids.
Theater kids. Meanwhile, Magatine, on that ship,
here's the singing.
Here's the singing. And the story specifically says, you might think that she was asleep. No. Some fairies sleep for fun, but they don't have to. Magatine doesn't think that it's fun. Quote, the desire to do mischief continually kept her awake.
I love Magatine. I get this bitch.
She's just lying awake on the ship being a hater.
Yes, Magatine.
Stew, girl. So these two start fucking...
No, they don't.
No, they start soliloquizing at each other.
Yeah.
And she stomps up onto the deck and she screams out at them. Aha! You amuse yourself with tagging rhymes, do you, and complain in heroics of your destiny. Truly, I am delighted to hear it. Proserpine, who is my best friend, Persephone,
okay,
has begged me to send her a poet on hire.
Uh-oh.
Now, not that there is a dearth of poets below, but because she wants more, green serpent, I command thee to go finish thy penance in the shades, and to give my compliments to the gentle Proserpine. So she's like, oh, so you're a poet? Why don't you go be a poet in hell? And you have to, and it's your job now, you stupid poetic bitch.
I love that Persephone's best friend is this evil fairy. That's very Persephone. She's like, actually, I like the funny, mean one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Send me more snakes.
And the Serpent King hisses and spits, but he has to obey. And he slithers off through the sea to go to Hades and serve as a poet to Proserpine.
Yeah.
The sailing ship arrives in the Kingdom of Puppets, and Magatine's like, all right, great. So now we're at the next thing that we're going to have you do. Mm-hmm. She takes a millstone that weighs 10 times as much as Hidessa, and she ties it around her neck, Hidessa's neck. Mm-hmm. And she tells her that she has to go climb a mountain, which is taller than the gods. Nope. Taller than the clods? Nope. Tells her to go...
She's got to go climb a mountain in some clogs. You'll hate it.
She tells her that she has to go climb a mountain that is taller than the clouds. And then at the top of the mountain, she has to gather a basket full of 4-leaf clovers and then come down the mountain and into the valley and get the water of discretion from the bottomless well in a pitcher with a hole at the bottom and then bring it back to Magatine. And if you don't, your serpent will suffer for it, she says. Oh. So she has to wear her iron shoes and a millstone 10 times her weight, climb up an impossibly steep mountain that reaches beyond the clouds. At the top of the mountain, she has to gather a basket full of 4-leaf clovers, already really rare. Then she has to come back down the mountain into the valley. She has to take a broken pitcher and fill it with water from a bottomless well. And then bring it back to Magatine, presumably back up and down the mountain.
Let's say, conservatively, she weighs 200 pounds, right? 10 times her weight? That alone is just flat as a pancake.
Yeah.
Is she impossibly strong?
I think it's tied around her like a weight.
Could you move 2,000 pounds?
No.
Yeah, no. Nobody can.
No.
Okay. Well, Magatine, this is an unfair... This is unfair.
Wow, you're being really unfair right now, Wicked Fairy. And Magatine's like, all right, so good luck. See you soon. Bye. And then sails away. Hidessa tries to walk, but the millstone is too heavy.
Okay, good.
She cannot even walk.
Yeah, no,
she calls out to the fairy protectress. And the fairy protectress is like, wow, this looks really sad. And she's like, yeah, it is really sad. I need to get to the top of the mountain and then pick up a bunch of clovers and then go down the mountain and then get water from a bottomless well with a broken pitcher and then bring it back to Magatine. And the fairy protectress is like, wow, sounds a lot harder than just not snooping.
Oh.
Just had to get one last little like,
yeah. Yeah.
And the fairy's like, don't worry, I'll help you. And she uses her magic powers and she transports Hidessa to the top of the mountain where she immediately, with like some sort of like fairy scythe magic, gathers up all of these 4-leaf clovers into a basket.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all of these monsters, which nobody fucking mentioned, at the top of the mountain, which are charged with protecting all of the clovers, all the 4-leaf clovers, are all attacking her. And she just kind of turns them away with a hand. And all of these monsters that are like rabid with this like enchantment to protect these clovers turn like as sweet as kittens and all just like lay down in the middle of the meadow. She very quickly gathers up all of these clovers, puts them in a basket, and then transports them back down the mountain into the valley. She gives her the basket full of clovers, and she summons a little car, which I assume is like a little cart. Okay. But it does say a little car.
Yeah, got it.
A little car drawn by 2 white canaries.
Okay.
And she tells Hadassah to go down into the valley to the fountain. She helps her take the millstone off, I assume. It doesn't say that, but go down into the valley to the fountain. Take off your tiny iron shoes. You're going to get to the fountain, and you're going to find that there are 2 giants guarding it. Now, here's what you have to do to get past the giants. You take your tiny iron shoes and you chuck them at their heads. And then they're going to fall down like they're dead.
Because of iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can get into the well.
Hopefully she has good aim.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And then once you're at the well, ask the canaries to help you gather water, and they'll fix the pitcher and they'll collect the water for you. And then you will have done everything that Magatine asked you to. But after you do all of that, you should actually spend 3 years laying low, because Magatine won't expect you to finish it quickly, so she's going to leave you alone for a little while, and that's probably good. Yeah. So just, there's like a little camp in the woods. Just go hang out there for like 3 years.
3 years?
Yep. She's like, Magatine's going to assume that either you died trying or you're still looking, so she's not going to come looking for you, and like...
Yeah.
You should just hang out.
Sure.
And she tells her that the water that she will gather from the bottom of the well is the water of discretion. She tells her that if Hadassah washes her face with it, the curse will be lifted and she will be beautiful again.
So maybe Magatine won't be able to find her anyway.
Hadassah says, well, neither the success I may achieve nor the beauty, madam, which you promise me can give me the least pleasure until my serpent is unserpented.
Yeah. Unsnake him.
Unsnake my hoe.
Snake my hoe.
And the fairy says, well, that's going to take 3 years. Yeah. So you should hang out here. That's what I was saying earlier.
Did she add on to his sentence? Because he only had 2 years left a year ago.
I think so.
Okay.
Once you go back to Magatine with the clovers and the water in the leaky pitcher, then you'll be able to do stuff. She does it all. The canaries mend the pitcher, bring her the water, and she looks into the water and she thinks about it, and she's like, the water of discretion. I really wish that I was just a little bit more discreet. Probably shouldn't have snooped. Maybe it was a bad idea. Maybe this water could help me be less of a snoop.
Okay, she got really used to gossiping with her little Pagat friends, so, like, it's not like her fault.
Yeah.
She was in the gossipy mood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she takes the little pitcher of water, and before she puts it on her face, she takes a sip. Pagodia is what it's called.
Pagodia is the land? Okay.
So she drank a long draught of the water, and then she washed her face with some of it, and she became so beautiful. So beautiful, quote, you would have taken her rather for a goddess than a mortal.
Okay.
Dangerous. Don't say that.
And then Persephone came up and cut her head off. The end.
Bye. The moment that this happened, the fairy protectress reappeared and said to her, you have done just that which has pleased me exceedingly.
You're hot again. I like that, actually.
You knew that this water could embellish your mind as well as your person. I wish to see which of the two you would give the preference, and it has been to your mind. I laud you for it, and this act will shorten the term of your punishment by 4 years.
So last year you were good.
Still 3 years, but there was going to be 4 years after that, but now there's not.
What?
She's taken off the fairy tax.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I retroactively make you hot.
Actually, the real beauty was inside of you all along.
I'm sorry. Fairy math is wild.
Yeah, fairies... This story really leans into fairies just do whatever the fuck they want and say whatever the fuck they want.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a little bit in this that we'll show that. Hidessa says, diminish none of my sufferings. I deserve them all, but comfort the green serpent who deserves none of his.
Mm-hmm.
And the fairy says, I will do all in my power, but since you are now so beautiful, I desire you will drop the name of Hidessa, which no longer suits you. You must be called Queen Discrete for discretion.
Ooh, also not great.
It's tricky to type an E with an accent grave on Word, and I refuse to learn the shortcut.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of places where my notes just say Queen Discreet.
Queen Discrete.
And I haven't stopped thinking about Lesquite the whole time.
Queen Lesquite.
Queen Lesquite.
Hey.
Hey.
Lesquite.
And then the fairy gives her some fancy little shoes. That doesn't come back. The fairy's just like, good job. And she gives her some fancy little shoes. And Queen Discrete is like, ooh, fancy.
Thanks. Better than her tiny iron shoes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess she didn't have shoes, but she just gave her some shoes. They're not like magic shoes. They're just like,
nice
you should have
shoes.
some shoes.
Yeah.
So she's now completed her quest. She goes into this little cabin in the woods, and she lives there for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
She finds that all of the little animals of the forest can speak, including the canaries.
Mm-hmm.
And the canaries talk to her at length about the nature of this forest. And they tell her that all of the creatures in this forest are people that the fairies have cursed
Oh.
to become human. Or
Oh,
people,
no.
people that the fairies have cursed to become animals because of some perceived failure of character.
It would be a really good curse on an animal to force them to become a human.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Now you have
It's
to
too
pay
cruel.
rent.
Ugh. The canary that tells her this is like, I was once a man, and I was around this girl a lot. And at first I was like, ugh, she's awful. And then I was like, she's not so bad. And then we would like hang out. And then she would be like, wow, you're really cute. And I'd be like, wow, you're really cute. And then she'd be like, actually, you're ugly. And I would be like, what? I thought you said I was cute. So she was really like hot and cold. And I just kept being like, hey, I'm into you. And she was like, get out of here. Come back. No, get out.
What?
And he's like, so a fairy heard about that and turned me into a canary. She said that canaries are annoying. And she turned the girl that I was interested in into a wasp because she was being a wasp.
That's so funny. That fairy was just walking by like, oh my god, fuck
Shut
already.
the fuck up.
I hate this. You guys are boring.
So the canary then flies away, content warning, domestic abuse, flies away and is captured in a little bird cage by a lovely and kind woman.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually like loves being there. She takes very good care of him, but she has a husband, and whenever the husband comes home, he beats the shit out of her.
Oh my god. Wait, what is this side story?
This is the
J.R.R. Tolkien, move it the fuck on. Are you
this is
kidding
the
me?
fourth level of frame story. This is where I was like, no more.
Absolutely not.
And
I'm furious right now.
And then after he's like finished beating her, she's like, it's okay, I forgive you, every single time. And
What?
the canary prays and prays that a fairy will come and see this injustice and put it right.
Yeah.
And finally his prayers are answered, and a fairy comes and is like, this is all wrong and terrible.
Yeah.
You're all terrible.
All?
And so she turns the husband into a wolf because he's mean and bad.
Okay, so
And then he turns the wife into a sheep
No.
because she was being too nice about it.
Oh my god.
Which really doesn't help anyone.
No, that's just a different level of predator and prey.
Yep.
Also, that's just not how domestic abuse works.
Yep.
Oh.
And then the canary leaves, and he goes to find, he's lonely, so he goes and finds another woman who like wants a bird.
All right.
And he hangs out with this woman who's like trapped in a tower because she's very beautiful and her husband is very jealous.
Oh my god.
So he goes out to work every day and he locks her in the tower, and she's not allowed to leave because he's afraid that she has like other men are going to fall in love with her, or she's going to step out on him or whatever.
Sure.
So every day he goes to work and she hangs out in her little tower with the chimney sweep.
Max, you know this is my pet peeve. You
It's
know.
almost over.
Stop. It has to stop.
There's a point to this.
Is there? This little canary is just pissing me off.
The canary is like, so the chimney sweep comes down the chimney, and then it comes down the chimney, you know what I'm saying?
God.
every day while her husband is out, this little chimney sweep is in there and they're in love and like whatever. But then a fairy finds out and he turns the husband into a bulldog because he was too protective. And then he turns the wife into a little monkey because she was sneaky. And he turns the chimney sweep into a little squirrel because he was climbing around in the chimneys. And so the canary tells all of these stories and she's like, wow, so do fairies suck? And he's like, yeah, they have one trick. They really don't understand nuance. Whenever they encountered a situation, they decide that everyone in the situation is bad and should be punished.
Yeah.
There is no fairness to them whatsoever. All of these are just, they saw a situation and rather than addressing it in any way, they were like, you're all just metaphors now.
And also maybe they can just stay the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Mind your business.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the characterization of fairies, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to tell the story, because I think it's very cool that like all of these enchanted creatures are in this forest together and they're like, yeah, I stole bread, and so she like cut off my hands, and then made me into like a little golden creature so that everyone would chase me forever and I would know what it was to be coveted by those who didn't deserve me or whatever. And it's like, okay, but what if instead she just magically appeared some bread for you?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a really cool interpretation of fairies. A lot of these like fairy tale fairies are very much like more about the moral than they are about the reality of a situation.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But there's this whole forest full of all of these former humans that have been transformed into animals, and they all hang out together completely regardless of whatever animals they are. So they have all these parties. It says, there were entertainments occasionally which pleased her more from their singularity than anything else. Mm-hmm. Lions were seen to dance in them with lambs.
Uh-oh.
Bears whispered tender things to doves, and serpents softened for linnets. A butterfly might be seen courting a panther. In short, there was no classification of species, for it was not that one was a tiger and another a sheep, but simply that they were persons whom the fairies had chosen to punish for their faults.
Do you think that butterflies and panthers were somehow fucking? No? You don't think so? You don't think that every once in a while they were going off to shake the invisible king's hand?
I don't have an answer for you.
Okay.
So after 3 years, the queen has sort of become the de facto queen of this little enchanted forest, and all of the animals come to her with their questions, and they're like, what should I do about this? And she's like, do this. And they're like, you're a genius. And she's like, thank you. And when her 3 years are up, she leaves in the middle of the night. She only tells like her closest little animal confidants that she's leaving because she's like, I can't say goodbye to everyone because I'm so happy here. I just would never leave, and I have to because I have to go save my husband, the serpent. Yeah. Thank you all. Sorry that you all got fucked over by the fairies. So she goes to find Magatine. Mm-hmm. She does not forget to bring the pitcher full of water, the basket full of clovers, and she puts on the little iron shoes. Mm-hmm. Discret appears before Magatine, and Magatine has like literally moments ago been like, yeah, she's probably dead. And then she shows up and she's like, what's up, bitch?
And she's hot now? Damn it.
She says, don't worry, I figured it out, and here's your stupid water. And Magatine is like, how did you get hot? And Discret says, sorry, I found out about the magic water, but whatever. Yeah. Magatine gets so mad that she is no longer cursed that she smashes the pitcher. And she tells Discret, get your iron shoes ready. You're going to hell. You're going to go ask Prosperine for the essence of long life. And you're going to bring it to me so I can live forever. And I can keep torturing you forever. And also, you can't drink any, and I'll know. Because if you drink any, there will be less for me, and that's not fair, because I deserve all of it. So put your stupid little shoes on.
Okay, but what happens if she does drink it? Okay.
Discret says, why do you hate me so much? Yeah. Fair. And Magatine says, because I literally do what I want. Yeah. It's actually pretty anti-feminist of you to be questioning my motives. I literally want to be mean. Mm-hmm. Let women live and do what they want. It says that Magatine fills Discret's wallet, which is to say small purse, with food. But the way that they said it made me laugh really hard. She filled for her a wallet with old nuts and black bread. I really like the idea of opening up your wallet full of money and instead it's just old nuts. And with this handsome provision, the poor queen started, determined to dash her brains out against the first rock she came to and terminate her sorrows. So she's like, great, now I have to do another chore? I guess I'll just die. Same.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about all of my chores.
Yeah.
Discret walks and walks, but she cannot find a way into the underworld to go and ask Proserpine. Proserpine?
You've been saying Proserpine.
I think it's Proserpine. Proserpine sounds better.
It does.
She keeps walking, but she's like, I don't know how the fuck to get to Hades. Like, nobody does. I don't know how I'm supposed to even start this stupid fucking quest.
Yeah.
And eventually she remembers and she calls on the fairy protectress again.
Yeah.
The fairy protectress gives her a green branch and tells her to strike the ground and repeat the incantation, and that the ground will open up and she will be able to descend into Hades. The incantation is awful. But I'm going to do my best. Thou who canst rest from mighty Jove the thunder, love, listen to my prayer. Come, save me from despair, and calm the pangs that rend my heart asunder. Be to the realms of Tartarus my guide, e'en in those drear abodes. They own thy sway, Pluto for Proserpine thy subject side. Open for me then to their throne the way. A faithful husband from my arms they tear. My fate is harder than my heart can bear. More than mortal is its pain, yet for death it sighs in vain. Stupid. I hate love, listen to my prayer, come save me from despair. That sounds like it's from like a 2002 boy band pop love song.
Or like a live journal entry.
Yeah. She does this and she begins to strike the earth, but before the branch strikes the earth, who should appear but Love himself?
Eros.
Yep.
She's like, from the book.
Oh my god, I'm your biggest fan.
Love, you're my favorite character. She's wrong about that. He's the worst.
He's the worst. That's the other reason I wanted to tell the story.
He's the big bad.
Worst. He appears and he's like, oh, your sweet, sweet song. I am happy to help you. A true lover. Mwah.
Kisses, thoughts, and prayers. And she's like, what?
He helps her strike the earth with this green stick. I don't know. It doesn't seem like she needed help.
Yeah. Maybe that for you.
Yeah. They get down there and he is like the god of love. So he's like, don't worry, I'm going to make this super easy for you. So as they're going down, he decides that it is suitable as this expression of love that when they get there, they should find that the serpent has had his curse magically lifted and now he's a guy.
Yeah.
So they get down there, they find the serpent, and he's already a very handsome man.
Oh.
And then there's another like 3 pages of Discret and the serpent singing to each other. And then Eros is like, okay, but like, guys, we should probably go.
Eros is like, yeah, the only person that can reverse a fairy curse is a literal god.
Yeah. Also, though, like, we gotta get out of here. This is not, we're all literally in hell right now.
Theater
Could
kids.
we do this upstairs? They go to Proserpine and she gives them the essence of long life. She hands it to Discret and the cork is just a little bit crooked. And she's like, oops, careful. You wouldn't want to accidentally get any of that. That would be awful. And Discret's like, yeah, no, I wouldn't want that. So, and then she like puts the cork fully back in and is like, thanks, bye.
Aw.
She's learned her lesson.
She has. It's good.
Eros leads them back to Magatine, and as they approach, he decides not to appear before her himself, but rather hides in their hearts.
Okay. Get out of there. Nobody invited you.
They go to Magatine and give her the essence of long life, and while she was intending to give them both more awful things to do, the presence of something magical, something impossible.
Oh my god.
True love.
Oh my god.
Changes her mind and she decides, no, I've done enough.
Yeah,
You crazy kids, get out of here. She treats them kindly, she releases them, and she restores them to their kingdom of Pagodia to live happily ever after. The fucking end.
Jesus fucking Christ, Max. Good job.
Thank you. I'm going to be honest. This is 5.5 pages of notes. And I was typing them out and I was like, that's probably fine because you type your notes and you usually have about 5 pages. And I forgot that we do our notes differently.
We're so different with
We're
our notes.
so different. So that was way longer than I thought it was going to be.
It was fantastic. Guess how long it was.
2.5 hours.
2 hours exactly.
Yeah.
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 It was really, really good.
A fucking saga.
That was the saga. It really was.
Oh my god.
I've never been so mad at you in my whole life. Somebody asked us recently, do you ever fight? And I said, haha, no.
You didn't say that.
I gave like a flippant answer, but you know how I feel about unrelated side stories. And I know you said they were related, but it was too, how dare they? How dare they have just a whole other story in the middle of that?
And that whole story is inside of another story.
No, it's awful. That made
Madame
me so
Marie
angry.
Catherine d'Aulnoy is a fucking terrorist.
She's cool though. We've done like a thing of her life. Wasn't she like the one that ended up being like a spy?
I don't know.
I think she was.
Not that I'm aware of, but I could be wrong.
She ended up being like a super spy or something like that. It's like something cool.
Yeah, but all of her fairy tales are so much.
Well, that was fantastic, Max.
Thank you so much.
That was really well done. It really was really well done. The problem is it's 11 o'clock at night.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, we're sleepy. So
It's sleep time.
we're going to head out. Guys, thank you for joining us on episode 151. We hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. That would make me really happy. It would make Max happy too, but I'm the one that likes to check that obsessively.
Mm-hmm. Also, please do that so that Janey is slightly less mad at me.
Yeah.
She might forgive me.
I might forgive you if we get to like 200 reviews. That would be great.
Great.
We won't. We're like at 108 right now. So, and we'll put pictures up on Instagram and in the Discord. So definitely join the Discord and chat with us. You can join the Patreon for $7 and get some bonus episodes. And there are some really, really good bonus episodes, if I do say so myself. You can email
I'm in them
us.
also.
I think we're great in those. You can email us. You can email.
You ever have a dream?
You can email us at sortofthestory@gmail.com, and you can go to our website and check out all of our stories at www.gmail.com.
Hack into our email.
Can you please tell them about the website?
Yes. You can send us an email, sortofthestory@gmail.com, or you can check out our website, sortofthestory.com.
That's it. Have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Goodbye. Say bye.
Bye. I got this game called We're Not Really Strangers, which is very true for us.
We're not really strangers, just slightly.
But it has weird questions, and sometimes we don't get a ton of questions because we've kind of already exposed ourselves graphically on the Discord.
Everybody's seen our buttholes.
Everybody's seen our buttholes.
Our metaphorical, spiritual buttholes. So you're going to ask me a question?
I am, from one of these cards.
You can't pick. You have to do it randomly.
These are...
You have to do it randomly. I'm going to pick one.
Fine.
Picking
Get from
one.
the middle.
Right here. Oh, from the middle pile?
Yeah. But you're not doing it, so it's fine.
Okay, I'm going to do this one instead. What would make you feel closer to me?
This table's kind of big.
Right, flirt.
We could hug more.
That would make both of us so uncomfortable. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Could you feel closer to me? Honestly, could our friendship be closer, or do you think this is like the peak of our friendship?
No, I really don't think so.
What if I gave you one of my kidneys? Because you needed one. Then I'll be literally inside of you.
I feel like that would make me feel weird.
Do you think it'd be weird to have one of my organs?
Yeah, because I feel like I'd be like, I don't know. It would change the power dynamic, and I don't like that. I don't want to owe
true.
you a kidney.
Every time. I would be such a dick about it, too.
Yeah.
Every time you'd be like, Janey, we need to take out the trash. I'd be like, I wish I could. But I'm missing a kidney.
Yeah. I feel like, Janey, can you take your stuff out of the dryer? And you'd be like,
no.
Oh, I wish I could, but I'm just feeling so weak.
I I guess I could take my stuff out of the dryer. By the way, how are you peeing?
You're welcome.
I noticed you just went pee and you're still alive. That's interesting. Oh, I'd be such a dick about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be such a dick about it. I look, you want to donate an organ now. I love the power.
I feel like it would be as bad, but in a different direction if I gave you one of my organs, because I would still feel weird about it. Where you would be like, oh, I'm feeling so sick. And I'd be like, are you okay? And you would be like...
You'd be like, oh my God, is it because of me?
Yeah.
You would be blaming yourself for everything. I wish I could take the trash out, Max, but I got a cursed kidney.
You got part of a cursed kidney. I got the rest.
Unfortunately, Max, you donated a haunted liver. Why I got my liver from you, I have no idea.
You should not do that. That thing is so haunted. It is full of spirits.
That liver is haunted. All right.
That's as gusty as an old house.
Okay.
The abandoned mansion of my liver.
Yeah. Resides in my barren neighborhood.
A bear in your neighborhood? It's more likely than you think.
So I guess to answer the question, the nosy question, yes, we could be closer, but at what cost?
Well, now I get to ask one.
What?
Since you changed the rules.
No.
Yes. Did you already give me the card back?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I put it at the end.
Okay. As a child, what do you think I wanted to be?
I think you wanted to be a combination witch / maybe like town oracle / possibly a ballerina who also would go to Mars one day.
You're very close to being correct on that.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an astronaut who was also an oil painter and lived in the Adirondacks, and also a ballerina. So really close. But I wanted to go to the moon.
I wanted to be a ballerina / firefighter.
That'd be sick as fuck.
Yeah, I had this very intense image of myself fighting fires with the big coat and the big hose and the helmet, but wearing a tutu.
It's really good.
I could still do it. All I'm saying is I'm still young enough that I could make this happen.
Listen, I've been watching a lot of armored MMA videos, which is just where people do MMA, but they're wearing full plate armor.
I hate it.
What that's made me realize is that if you think something would be cool, you can just do it.
Yeah. You set a fire, I'll put it out. We'll be closer than ever. We'll share a prison cell probably.
The Tough Mudder has a flaming like hedge maze that they do, where they stack a bunch of like bales of straw and then they light them on fire and you have to find your way out of the maze. And that has to burn for like an hour, probably. So I'm thinking
we sneak in and put out their fire.
No.
We ruin their race.
No.
Closer than ever.
I think we staged an outdoor performance where we light a bunch of stuff on fire and then you do ballet in the middle of it, and it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. It'll be cool to see me doing ballet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wear a tutu made of asbestos so you don't light on fire.
I thought you were going to say espresso.
You can drink some espresso so that you light on fire.
I'll be so fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck.
Try to light me on fire. You can't.